was Floyd and he was me, he would never have to fight again because the exhibition shit, as me being his little brother, hey, little bro, we finna do 10 rounds and we both gonna get 100+ million for it.
Right.
And we ain't never got to box again. Well, I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Right.
And you ain't.
Yeah. You know the deal. We back again. Yo. A round of applause for Jersey's finest. A lot of content creators not worthy, but they minus. They get offended and start singing like the whiners. Talking like they tough, but it's only screaming and whining. My homie JusDueBoxing is the cat you don't come to. Your squad get run through. By the time you come to, you duck food. You suckers talk tough on the internet, revealing all your threats. Now we got you trapped in the net. JusDueBoxing be on this grind, y'all better hustle up. You deadlifted 90 pounds, we doing muscle ups. There's really no comparison. His voice sound like a derringer. Throwing a towel is just embarrassing. My dog Just very philosophical and psychological, and he mixed it all with good boxing news. These YouTubers feel like Bishop, I guess they got the juice, but it's lonely at the top to Just to feel like child abuse. Be respectful, he don't want to talk wild and loose. If you can't relate, you get dismissed like a mild dispute. These weird cats will tell lies that they hide the truth. Why beyond views? You lose your life when you collide with dude. It's JusDueBoxing. All you cowards quit jocking. Kirk is official with no other options. Yeah, yeah. You know the deal. Judah Ben, we in the spot. JusDueBoxing, yeah. And of course, shout out to Mrs. Do, holding the whole family down. Word 'em up, word 'em up.
What's good? What's good? What's good? How the fam feeling on this good Monday, man? Back to get boxing is just do. Build on this good boxing for a little bit. How y'all feeling today, man? You already know. You catch this on the playback. Smash the like button. Sub to the channel. Turn your notifications on. Let's keep building. We on the road to 10K and we gonna get it, man. Salute to all the family pulling up. Hit the like button on the way in for your boy. And we gonna keep building, y'all. How's y'all feeling today, man? Tim Layton, my guy. JBT family. Jonathan 97, BJ 33. Mike Mazak, my guy. Trey Skills in the building. What's good with it? Jordan Smith. Lisa Smith, how you feeling, Queen? Peace and blessings to you. Stretched out boxing. Bruce Gas, salute to the OG. How you feeling? Salute to everybody. Man, we got a little boxing news to chop it up on, man. Miss Joette, peace to the Queen. How you feeling today? Got a little bye. Ooh. Wow. Salute to everybody, man. Somebody just DM me. Pardon me, I was a little quiet. Somebody just DM me something. Wow. I didn't expect that. That's crazy. Wow. I gotta pull this up. I don't know. Wow. Wow, man, the average someone was good with it, family. Samuel was good, fam. Pardon me, I'm just looking at this tweet that that one of the family just sent me. This is interesting, y'all. I thought we was done with this, but hey, man, somebody just tweeted this. Wow. What the hell? Salute to the average someone. My bad, y'all. Let me not keep y'all in suspense. I was just trying to process the tweet real quick. So look, as I was coming up here, this wasn't part of the build, but I guess we're gonna talk about it being that one of the family sent it to me. They saying, look, the New York State Athletic Commission has now come under heavy fire on Monday. It has been leaked by one of the labs that Ryan Garcia's initial pre- and post-fight urine tests conducted by them initially screened negative for ostarine. Negative for ostarine, y'all. I'm going to pull this tweet up so y'all can see that. That's wild, bro. That is crazy. I thought it was over. I thought this was done and over with, bro. Man, yo, it just don't stop, do it. Wow, bro. I don't know how, I don't know, let me put the name that's in here too. Let me put it all in here. Wow, this is crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, Jordan Smith, man, negative. They conspiracy. Average someone's crazy. Here they go. Somebody's they keeping it going. That's crazy. I'm gonna get y'all this joint, man. This is crazy. Shelton, what's good with it, fam? But we gonna build on all of it, man. We gonna, I guess, ain't getting that L back. Yo, I don't know what that means. I don't know what's gonna come of that though. But that's somebody just sent that to me as we just got up here. Y'all had no idea about this before, like seconds before we got up here. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. But Alberto Puello versus Sandor Martin. Yeah, that's the fight. And salute to LetsBuild. He suggested this before they made the move. That's why I keep calling this man the fax machine. I keep telling y'all that dude is very informative. He like a wealth of knowledge. He be on top of it. He be paying attention to the rankings, how people be moving, and he be calling a lot of these boxing moves out before they make them. Like he called this. He said it. It makes sense to do it. You know what I'm saying? He said it. He said it makes sense to make Haney the champion in recess. Man, and he suggested Alberto Puello. Man, L-Dub really be on it, bro. Really be on it, man. Let me see this, y'all. Let me see how I want to do this for y'all so y'all can see this. That's crazy, man. Trey Skills, what's good with it? Fam? He said he get the L back. Zoom verse. Peace to my bro. What's good with it? Price boy, how you feeling? Dark Arts trying to kill that man's career. If true, it's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. Make the multi-million-dollar rematch already. Got to. Grant Oliver, what's good, fam? All a part of the bill. I'm telling you. Oh yeah, Antuanne Russell getting a shot. So look, let's get to it. We're gonna talk about this other stuff too, though. But I just had got this dropped in my lap, so this was all new to me. Man, this is crazy. This is wild, man. Samaria, what's good with it, fam? How you feeling? Good to see you in the building. Sway Jones in the building. Peace, big dog. How you feeling, family? Mike Biggs boxing, my bro. Tim Williams saying they stripped Haney and elevated Puello to full WBC champion. Exactly. Tay D was good with it. And McQueen was good with it. Yeah, this situation just keep on getting crazy, y'all. I thought we was done with it, but we'll see. I don't know what's to come of that news or this, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy though. I heard Tank Team say that only like it's going to be a Pitbull 2 rematch. That'd be new. I said Blue posted it. Okay, we'll find out. I ask about it for sure. He said, you talking to 007. Coach Kenny already said they started in Loma. Yeah, he said that. I got that in the mix too. Roof There's somebody check up on Devin. He must be going mad. Yeah, I don't know. This is crazy. We're going to talk about all of it, as we always do, man. It's always a lot to build on, and we going to get to it like we always do, man. But I didn't expect that. But, yeah, the news, Devin Haney is the champion in recess. That means Alberto Puello is now elevated to the full WBC champion. And they order in Sandor Martin versus Puello, and Gary Antuanne Russell gets the winner. So that's the shot that he gets. He gets the winner of them guys. You know, he gets the winner. Flawless mentality. Salute to the OG, Dr. Mark. How you feeling? So I don't know. We getting going off on the interview with Teofimo. Teofimo been tripping. Pitbull rematches with the public once. If Tank doesn't fight him, I like to see the rematch. It's gonna be tough to. He won't fight anybody at the Claggett. Yeah, Tio been doing a lot of talking, ton of talking. My thing is he gonna fight any of the guys that he been heavily critiquing the way he been doing? Like, it's easy to talk what he been talking, but I want to see him fight these guys. Tim Bradley giving him credit for calling out Crawford. I'm not buying that garbage. I'm not buying that Crawford garbage, man. I believe it when I see it. You got to show me you actually want to fight Terrence Crawford. I just don't believe it just because you said it. You know what I'm saying? But you're going to get to it, y'all. We're going to get to it, man. Hold on. So let me let's get to this, man. Let's get to this build, man. So look, like y'all already say, Milazzo was good with it, fam. Tim being a company man, facts. Teach, I don't mind Gary. Yeah, me neither. Because it was a competitive fight. I wouldn't even mind the rematch out of him and Puello. Gianni was good with it, fam. How you feeling? Lewis 4,500 in the building. Salute to everybody. Y'all smash the like button. Let's work, man. Let's build. So let's get to the news. Y'all already know the WBC has made Devin Haney the WBC super lightweight champion in recess. And they upgraded Puello from interim to full WBC world champion. They also ordered Puello to defend versus Sandor Martin, so he essentially taking the place of Devin Haney. That's pretty much what's going on. While Devin Haney take his time off and sort out whatever it is he got to sort out, that's what's going on. But also next, Gary Antuanne Russell, mandatory for the winner of that. So, if Puello is able to beat Sandor Martin, then we'll get a rematch out of Gary Antuanne Russell and Puello. That'd be a good damn fight, you know what I'm saying? So that's what it's looking like, you know what I mean? And it's always a silver lining to one domino falling out, you get potential other good fights. So, Sandor Martin and Devin Haney wasn't a fight that people cared about too much. I don't think it's gonna be much different with Puello, but Puello nonetheless, he ain't about to go kicking and screaming. He can go out there and make that fight. Yeah, he gonna take the fight as I expect him to, and I don't know. Sandor is a scrappy dude, but like I said, if Puello can pull it off, he could, he could find himself back in the ring with Gary Antuanne Russell again. He's trying to get a restraining order. That better be a joke. That people will say, people big him. Yeah, anytime you don't knock somebody out, yeah. NHA, what's good with it, family? How you feeling? It was sport Tio. Yeah, Tio is undefeated and trash talking crap. Ola. It's crap. Ola, man. Salute to everybody. Appreciate everybody supporting the ground. We just gonna keep on building. We just getting to it. So like I said, we could have seen this coming, y'all. So look, I don't know however you want to look at it, whether the boxing novice was good with it, whether you want to look at it as they're making them champion in recess or stripping them. Maybe he didn't vacate it. He didn't do it in that exact manner, right? He didn't vacate like Eddie Hearn said, but that's essentially what he's doing by electing to be the champion in recess. Well, they're naming him champion in recess. That's pretty much the same as damn near vacating the title. He's not going to have it no more. He's not. That's his out, I guess, of the Sandor Martin fight. But it's implications to that. I wonder, what his next move is going to be, being that he did this. He made this move. You get what I'm saying? So we gonna see. I didn't think. I thought he would kind of chalk it up, fight Sandor Martin and keep the belt, but I think he got other plans, and I don't know what those plans are. So we just gonna have to wait and see. So I'm guessing that he maybe is taking this year off. Maybe taking this year off. And like I said the whole time, he didn't want this Sandor Martin fight, and definitely probably not for the money that they was about to pay him for it. So he found that was his out. You know what I mean? He didn't have to fight the dude. This was an option for him. The champion and the recess option is one that people, you know, they see. So it's Devin the Duck. I look at it like this, right? He got options, right? You know, in boxing, these fighters be having options, and Devin Haney just chose one of his options, right? He didn't choose to fight the mandatory, right? Risky fight, unappealing fight to the masses. He's not getting paid a lot. It's not a lot in it for him, right? It's not a lot in it for him, but you know, that come with the territory. That come with the game. That's part of what comes with being a champion. You being, you know, obligated to face mandatories and things of that nature. And y'all already always knew Sandor Martin was coming up because he took step aside money not once but twice, and you knew he was wanting this other fight. So it's going to be interesting to see where he go from here. Not only where he goes from here, but first things first, how long he takes off from here. You know what I'm saying? Because this clearly means that he's about to take a little break. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. Which I can understand, not rushing back into camp to beat just to fight saying. That's what I'm saying, TD. He ain't in a rush. And that's why I don't want to necessarily say it's no duck, right? I just think he got options, and he chose the one that I think he feels like at this moment might benefit him most. So, you know what I mean? So we just do it. So y'all know I'll let y'all have it. Yeah, I try my best not to call people ducks, but I get it, though. I'm really being honest. Like, I'm just so genuine and real with this. Like, I know how to have conversations. I know there's going to be people that look at it, hey, man, you just trying to get out of fighting your mandatory. Duck. I get it. But for me, I'm going to look at it in its entirety. There are options that he had. One was to choose him. He could have possibly explored the Teo fight with Bob. Who knows? Or even the Liam Parrow fight with Eddie Hearn. But he chose the latter, which was what he was saying, to take some time off. So, you know, that's what his options are. And I think after the loss he took, I don't think he would have been, you know, in a rush to get back into the ring. So I think some time off might do him some good, as long as it ain't no 2 years, though. You know what I'm saying? Like Doug is saying, oh, yeah, he can fight. Yeah, he's beatable for sure. Kate Causey was good with it. The strip was quick, and Devin surely cannot sue Ryan now. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. And it was coming because he had a certain amount of time. Because, look, after the conclusion of him and Ryan Garcia, that the winner of that fight was supposed to fight Sandor Martin. And being that he never lost the title, you know what I mean, he was able to keep the title, obviously, on the scale. And then it got changed to a no contest. You know, that obligation still falls on him to fight this Sandor Martin, a mandatory sitting right there. So, like I said, I've never heard him say anything that would have made me think that he wanted to entertain this fight. I don't just don't think he cared for the fight, to be perfectly honest. I don't see it as a duck, but I do, you know, Aisha, peace and blessings, Queen. How you feeling? I do know, you know, people see risk in these fights, and he know that's an ugly fight. He know it. Like, I know he probably confident that he can beat him, but it's like, I don't think that's a fight he want to get up. He could get up for, and it's not up his alley. I think he want bigger, more meaningful, more lucrative type of opportunities, and I feel like Sandor Martin just ain't that opportunity that he'd be looking to pursue, especially coming off a loss, which got turned to a no contest, but essentially still a loss, right? So, I get it, man. I get it. But, you know, he going to have to, it's going to be some blowback, some pushback. It's going to be some people saying some things, but I ain't here to frame him as a duck. I just think he chose his options carefully, and that's what he going to have to do from moving forward. You know what I mean? Calculated risk. Sean Travis was good. Gary Antuanne Russell boxing after dark. Love Chinese food, especially stupid, yo. Fans got to stop shitting on the fighter's job just to make their fighters look better. Yeah, all these dudes are talented, man. All these dudes are talented, no doubt, TD. Matter what opposition he picks, he's still not making the money he used to. Yeah, I mean, it ain't gonna be, and I don't even know what I don't even know. Like, I don't even know where we go. Paz Nation was good with it, fam. Miles Devin still suspended. Because of the fight. Because of the fight, and anytime you get like beat up and you take punishment like that, they suspend you. You know what I'm saying? So he got suspended for that. Now, I don't know. I don't think it's indefinitely nothing like that. Dude pretty much suspending his damn self. All right, well, he just taking time off. I'll say that. Bro, how do you want to touch that civil case because there's no teeth? Yeah, and they ain't going to lose a case because Haney keeps pushing for more punishment for Ryan. Yeah, I think it's a little overkill at this point. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's no more that you're going to be able to do to him than what's already been done. I think that, the decision has been made, the $1.1 million fine. And then, look, this other stuff that just came out, bro. We got some stuff to talk about, man. Big Dre, what it do, family? Air hustling day, all good, Brody. Long as you good, man. Long as you good. The Dev take a tune-up or jump into the fire again. He got a proper ass whooping. Tune-up, average someone. Tune-up makes sense. Why? He took a tough loss, like he said. It was an embarrassing loss, an upset. Fortunately for him, it got changed to a no contest, so he don't have to carry that loss on his actual record, right? And I think it makes sense because he's young and he could afford the time to work his way back into the situation. Like, he ain't like a guy like Spence that feel like he on borrowed time where he got to kind of eliminate tune-ups from being possibilities. I think if he want to be smart getting back into the mix, and you got to think taking some time off as well as coming off a tough fight, tough 12 rounds where you got knocked down multiple times, you want to get yourself back into the mix the right way. You don't want to be stupid about this. You got to be smart. Big Dog Willie, salute to my bro in the super chat, always supporting the grind. Karen Haney is the biggest in boxing. And the Karen Haney is a funny name. Y'all is crazy. I don't know where y'all be getting.
And we ain't never got to box again. Well,
right.
well. I already been getting these back, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Salute the Big Dog Willie. They reversing the result to a negative. What that going to mean for the suspension? I don't know if that's what's happening, but I'm gonna pull that tweet up for y'all. Jannar, what's good with it, fam? Says a good opportunity for Devin to rest, train, scout Sandor Martin, Alberto, and Gary, Antuanne Russell, ringside, so you can prepare to fight them. I like that. Jannard. I like that. I do. I like that. Ricky Williams, my bro, what's good with it, family? How you feeling? Good to see you in the building, man. Good cook earlier, too, man. King L, how you feeling? Tasmanian Wolves, peace, fam. How y'all feeling? Yeah, man. So, what you consider on a Barboza tune-up? With a decent name. I'll say this. I don't want to call him a tune-up, right? But I think he's a winnable fight. I think that's a winnable fight for him. He's not a guy with a ton of power. He can box, but I just think that's a winnable fight for Devin. You know what I mean? But whatever he do, he just want to be smart when he come back. You get what I'm saying? He got some unanswered questions. He got some questions that's going to need some answering, and he want to be smart as he work himself back into the fold and get the answers to those questions for himself. You know what I'm saying? But, I can't tell him what to do, but I think a tune-up is not a bad thing. I think, as like I said, coming off a tough fight and some time off. Yeah, you young, bro. You be what, 26, something like that. So yeah, take your time. Take your time getting back, bro. No rush. Take your time. Don't take no 2 years time, but take your time. Do your thing. He said, well, I got my L back. Dance look like the red on Friday running to the car. Cordelius was good with it. William Old School, my brother was good with it, family. Devin doesn't fit the holes in his game. Will be the same age, different name. Yeah, absolutely, Rick. And I think that's a deeper conversation for the diehard fans of him. They don't want to have that one, Rick. They don't want to have it. They everything is Osterine from what I'm hearing. Like I done watched a number of different videos, like people going off about this situation. And it's a reason why I took the approach that I took, straight down the middle, just using the facts and the information that came out. Because now that you hear that, I see this tweet. Now, I ain't saying it mean everything, but you know how Twitter is, man. That stuff spread like wildfire, man. So I want to see who's picking up on this tweet. I just got a DM from someone. It said they'll be changing it back. Oh, really? Really? My bad. That part, man. I didn't see you said that. Yeah, is that true? Yeah. Aisha, all right. She on point. See, she always in the full. I'm not surprised. She always on point anyway. Look. This is what you talking about right here. This is what you talking about right here. We already know that business right here. So check this out. This was tweeted today on Twitter. Somebody sent this to me. They saying the New York State Athletic Commission has now come under heavy fire on Monday So today's Monday. It's been leaked by one of the labs that Ryan Garcia's initial pre- and post-fight urine tests conducted by them initially screened negative for ostarine. That's wild, bro. I don't care what nobody say. That is wild. That is wild, bro. Who leaked it? I want to know who leaked it. Bro, what? What? They saying, man, retesting Mr. Garcia's negative sample after failing VADA is a clear violation of New York state law. This will be the equivalent of a suspect being found not guilty, then the DA's office finding a new jury with a new set of guidelines to find them guilty. Wow. Just when you thought it was over, man. Woo, wow, 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 man. That is crazy in the words of the OG KQKC. Wow, wow, wow. Hey, BZ, what's good with it, fam, man? Look, we just go off of what's out there. We don't create our own facts or our own information. I don't know how valid this all is, but I'm just bringing this to y'all how it was brought to me. I think this is crazy, bro. Hey, I got something on that too. I got something on that because the Exodus files been on this stuff heavy, man. They got a video called Haney's Deceptions, like Secret Under Secrets or something, and we gonna play that. And they talking about some stuff in there, Rick. And one of the clips in there is the little brother saying Allah told him that Ryan Garcia was gonna test dirty. Man, yo, you can't make this stuff up, bro. Gotta love boxing, bro. It's the gift that keeps on giving. Lonnie Lee, my brother, in the Cash App, always supporting the grind, man. He said for building blocks, much love for the 10-piece family. Always.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well, right. well. I already been getting these back, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Man, so hey y'all. I don't know what this means. Rick said somebody cut that check. Hey man, I don't know what to make of this. It's just out there. I mean, I know this is crazy. I know if it's any truth to this, this is wild, bro. This is really a movie. This is a movie, bro. Who is the person that leaked this? This is what I want to know. I want to know that. Like, that changes some things, man. I'm sorry. You gotta scream bullshit. And I just want more information to come out, man. I'm telling you, because that's crazy, man. That's crazy, yo. Finley Fams Force said, wait until the inside release something. Yeah, man. Hopefully they do. Because according to this tweet right here, and again, it's just a tweet. I don't want to overreact. It's just a tweet, but they saying this is how this information got out in the first place. Because somebody from one of the labs, must have leaked this out, this information. And that's crazy, man. So hopefully they respond to this. Like bro saying, hopefully they come make a response to this and they could get to the bottom of this, because I'm gonna just say this right off the bat. Once they go out there into Twitter sphere, where the trust troll central, they're gonna be forced to respond to this. There's no way they're gonna be able to ignore it. Yeah, Ant McQueen, the saga continues, bro. You know, Dave Cabito boy Sandor is the best option. I thought so too, Sway. I thought so too. Laro was good with it, fam. Just I got the same thing a few minutes ago. You too, Will. Hey, man, Roger was good with it. Definitely going to be a movie in 20 years. Right, man. This is a saga, ain't it? This shit, like, this crazy, bro. I ain't expect it to be like this. I thought this was over with, y'all. But look, I only brought this up because it was sent to me just as we got up here. I was not intended to talk about this specific, topic, but I would like to see what comes out of this. That's all I can say. It's a tweet. It can mean nothing, right? It can mean absolutely nothing. But once you start putting that type of stuff into the universe, it grow like wildfire. It grow like wildfire, man. That's crazy. If Ryan sues, everything will have to come out. Remember, he kept threatening to sue, Rick? What if he was right and he said somebody was setting him up and it was, man, the implications, bro. What? I don't even know how to process that if they find out that this is validity to this tweet and that he initially tested negative and then they tested him again after that and it tests positive. Ah, man, JB boxing and betting, my God, how you feeling? Have combat Odelay ever broke news fishing expo? I don't know, man. I don't know. That's a good point, though. You know what I'm saying? It's just a tweet, so it could mean nothing, bro. Salute to JB.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well, I already been getting these back, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
It could all mean nothing, man. But let's see if anything comes out of this. You know what I mean? Let's see if anything. Cal, cool with blessings, family. How you feeling? Retired for 2 years. The Sharks, I can't forget the ass beating. Nah, you can't, man. What's good with it, Cal? How you feeling? LaMarcus, my guy. What's good with it, family? And J Bean says, stay woke. I got you. Salute to my guy. Puello versus Sandor. But again, y'all, I just wanted to bring this up because this was sent to me. Couple more people. This kind of echoing. Let's see how far. Let's see what kind of legs this grow. But for now, that's something that's being said. I can't validate it at all, but we'll see. But let's get to what we do know is going on, and that is champion and recess now. So yeah, it could be nothing. Yeah. right. But let's see what comes of it. Know what I mean? I ain't gonna make too much of it. It's a tweet. Let's see if anybody else responds or if any real official statements get made because of that. You know what I'm saying? But that's something crazy though. That is crazy. It is crazy, man. If they change it to a negative, it means it's guilty and then need that L back. This entire just my blazing setup. It just the fact that the stuff like that comes out is crazy. But like I said, I just wonder how much validity it is to it. Like, did that really happen? If so, it's crazy, bro. But you know, we're gonna see. Condolence to Roy Jones. Salute to my guy, Stretched Out Boxing. Wow, what happened with Roy? Something happened with Roy? Man, but we gonna get to. So look, man, champion in recess. LWBoxing had predicted this pretty much, that this was gonna happen, and that this fight was gonna get ordered between Puello and Sandor. Look, that could be a cool little scrap. I wouldn't mind seeing Puello pull it off, because then I think Antuanne Russell would get his lick back, and he'll have an opportunity at a title, and that's his opportunity at a title shot. So whatever Antuanne Russell got going on, he better be sharpening his tools right now. He better be fixing them rough edges and smoothing, tightening up that defense, making them necessary corrections, man, because his opportunity coming, and he don't want to miss this opportunity again, man, to be a champions. Oh, man. Damn, that shit hit me different. Rosa, damn, RIP, and my condolences to Roy Jones. That's crazy, man. Damn. Salute to boxing novice. All things, what's good with the family? How you feeling? Gary, better buckle down. Facts, bro. He got to. This is an opportunity for him, and it's crazy how I came back. Now, look, I like it. I like him getting the opportunity because, yeah, man, prayers out to Roy Jones Jr., man. Damn, man, that's terrible. But, you know, it is. But damn. Yeah, you gotta make the changes, bro. That's why I don't mind seeing people get tested, because you know, you go through adversity, you get tested. Sometimes you're gonna take a loss. Sometimes you go through adversity and you still can win. You know, he's been fortunate to have that happen to him in one of his previous fights. Been through a little adversity, found a way to get it done. And this time he fell short a little bit on the decision. So now with Devin essentially taking some time off and being champion in recess, you got Puello and Sandor Martin ain't gonna have no problem, because they both want their opportunities. They ain't ducking no smoke. They gonna fight. The winner out of that fight, Antuanne Russell. I could see Puello winning this fight, and I could see him and Antuanne Russell running it back in a rematch, man. And I truly, truly hope that Antuanne Russell's putting in all the necessary work. He didn't look like he was too affected by the loss, which is a good thing. His mental still seemed like where it needed to be. And I know, you know, him and his brother dipped off, as Gary said, for a while. They probably needed it. And like I said, just hopefully he take his time and to make the necessary corrections, bro. Get better, because there's no way that at 140 that Antuanne Russell shouldn't be a champion. So when he get that opportunity again, whoever the winner is, Sandor and Puello is, he got to be ready for either of them guys. So I hope he doing his homework. I hope he's studying both guys and sitting, you know, I hope he putting that work in, man. I mean, I really do. As Val, what's good with it, Val? How you feeling? Shakur Bright like Stevenson's the man. Talk to him, man. Ace, what's good with it, family? Salute to my guy, K. Calls. Yeah, prayers to Roy Jones, too. Capone was good with Dad, Duck Sandor, Alberto, and Gary. Fate was good, my guy. How you feeling? Puello beat Sandor. I think he can beat him, too. I think he can beat Sandor Martin. And I think we could potentially be looking at a Gary Antuanne Russell rematch with Alberto Puello. You know what I mean? I think he can. I got faith in him. That first fight was close. He made some corrections, sharpened some things up. You know what I mean? Learn from his mistakes. That's a fight he definitely can win. It's definitely a winnable fight, but it ain't going to be an easy one because Puello already got one on him, right? He's going to be coming in with a bunch of confidence, especially if he's able to get past Sandor, too. So, I mean, look, good fight. It's a good fight, man. It's a good fight. That's how Russell still get this shot. I figure because maybe that first fight was so close anyway, right? Then you move Haney out the way. Some of the other champions are taking up. Pitbull definitely ain't trying to fight nobody right now. But Tank, it seemed like I keep hearing that. And Tio about to fight Claggett. I ain't mad at it. I like Gary getting a shot after losing the O. I like it. And he should get back in the ring as soon as he's mentally ready. I think so too. Stressed out. I think so too. He should be up for unification with Liam. I like that. I think he about to get his just due too. Zach B, my guy. Stay on the jab. Facts, bro. Facts, man. Establish your distance and range better. Grant said, when Tank beat Shakur, we ain't going to see that name Val no more anywhere in the JVT universe. Damn, man. Kyle Sports, my guy. The box story ain't in the building. How you feeling, bro? Ryo might beat Pitbull. I'm telling you, Roger, they keep sleeping on Ryo, man. They ain't giving him no shot, man. Dante's Boxing Talk. What's good with the family? Dan, Devin, and Doug. No, just kidding. Yeah, nah, he did say he was taking some time off. And look, I think it's right on par, man, after a tough fight. You know what I'm saying? Take a little bit of time off, get your mind right. I'm willing to bet he don't take no 2 years, though. But he did say more recently, right, just a year off, right? So that wouldn't be too bad. But I wonder where that's going to leave him in terms of the pecking order. Where does that leave him if he's titleless? Do he got first dib on whoever got the title when he come back? I think that's the case. That's what the champion in recess is. So maybe he'll have, you know what I'm saying? Maybe he'll have you get what I'm saying? Maybe he'll have a opportunity to get that right back. And I'm thinking that's probably what the situation going to be anyway. Say he went to hiding. Roger was good. He said his stock dropping. It's gonna be tougher without that title. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you that though. Kello, my guy, was good with it, bro. How you feeling? The boxing novice putting that color in the chat, man. Much love, Brody. Said church likes our offerings. Get them up. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate the color family. Salute to you for the support. Salute to my guy, boxing.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well, right. well. I already been getting these bet, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Much love, bro. Salute to everybody. I hit the like button. We gonna keep building on this great boxing. I do. I be hot and cold with it, you know, especially when we be first starting the show too. But salute the roof, man. Stick around, man. Yeah, dude. Step around, my guy. What's good with it, bro? How you feeling, man? Good to see you in the building. Feet endurance and strong uppercuts will beat Pitbull. Yeah, man, you gotta be able to, I think putting more than one combination punching for Pitbull, bro. Like when he ain't punch, you gotta hit that dude more than one shot at a time. Black Parent, my guy, what's good with it? Big up to Puello, 2-time champ. Hey, man, he got it right back, just like that. And he taking the fight. That if we being honest, I don't think Haney won it. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he ducking him. I'm gonna let the people decide that for me. I'm gonna just say he taking a fight that Haney didn't want. You know what I'm saying? So salute to Puello. He gave Gary Antuanne his first L. I don't think it was no robbery. I think the right man won. Even though I thought it was a hell of a fight, close fight, very competitive all the way to the end. But have no problem with who won the fight. But I like this. I like Gary having an opportunity right back again. Yes, sir. Yeah, I ain't mad. And we need more of this. People need to stop feeling like just because you lose don't mean you got to go all the way back to the back of the line. Think about how many wins you got to get before you get that title opportunity. And you telling me it makes sense or it sounds fair or realistic when you lose one fight, especially a close competitive fight, that you go all the way back to the back of the line. You get what I'm trying to say? After putting in so much work, you get what I'm trying to say? You're still a quality fighter, still a top guy. Fight could win either way. It's a toss-up kind of deal. I'm not mad at him getting another opportunity. That's how boxing should be. Man, get these dudes opportunities, man. You should not be like demonized or like crucified for taking a loss. You get what I'm saying? Like the losses happen. You know what I'm saying? You get that guy another opportunity, see what he gonna do. I love this for Gary Antuanne. Let's get it, man. God self, my guy. What's good with the family? How you feeling? Terrell Cameron, my guy. Appreciate you as always. Salute to you. See Dev having issues when anyone has some dog and size and weight. Yeah, I think that's where the real challenges lie with people that is definitely of his size, age, and stuff like that. I think they're just more competitive fights. Not saying he can't still win these fights, but I think they're more challenging fights, if that's fair to say. Because these people, and that just go for anybody for the most part, right, Rick? If anybody is used to having those physical advantages in most fights, right? Just anybody, any fighter. And then when you finally start to fight more the guys that's closer to your size and skill level and things like that, the fights get more competitive, you know what I'm saying? More challenging. And you forced to raise your level or keep getting better or become stagnant, and then people pass you by. So that's what I love about boxing, man, because at some point you're going to get challenged. Somebody's going to test you. Somebody's going to push you. You know what I'm saying? Somebody ain't going to be coming to lay down. Like, it's not a better sport to me. You know what I'm saying? Ryder's defense, or lack of, is going to get him hurt. Possibly, though, Samuel. Always possible, for sure. Victor Conte said that Oster can come up as a positive and then test negative. He said it on TMZ. He might have said it in this video. I'm going to pull this video up for y'all in a second. We're going to get to this video. You know what I mean? They called it the Haney deception, and that's them, and we just reacting to it in live time. I don't know. I don't really know all of what it said, but I could just imagine what some of what's in it. Chris, what's good with it, fam? How you feeling? And Puello pop. Yeah, he had some situation going on. That's essentially how he lost the title, but I don't think I got to look back into that because I don't think it was something funny with his situation too, if I recall correctly, Puello. But you see, he right back in the mix. So salute to Key, yeah, man. R.I.P. to Roy Jones Jr.'s son, man. Terrible news, man. R.I.P. to him for sure. Man, that's a fight we can't wait to see, Val. Trust me. Puello and Hitchens is a good fight for sure. For sure, he is. He is for sure. Salute to my guy, Steph Brown. He said coming up there. You got power and you can adjust, but I don't know if you have pull your hands. And your father is Bill Haney. Tim Layton, my guy, was good with it. Zane was good. Russell got to fight Matias. I mean, look, I want to see all these fights. None of these fights should be taken off the table. I mean, it's silver linings to both Matias and Russell losing. Like, people should want to fight them, right? You know what I mean? They seen vulnerability, right? They said Matias ain't no monster, right? He ain't no boogeyman. People should have no problem fighting that man from this point forward. I go for all of it. He's still a top dog. A couple losses don't determine nothing. March Reeves versus Matias, the fight to make for the people. That's a bang-out fight. That's why you must train very hard. Common camp. When you're not in camp, never had too much fun, chant. Yeah, that over-celebrating. Just ask Josh Taylor. He ain't been the same since he won Undisputed. To me, none of his performances look the same since he won the Undisputed titles. He look like a much different fighter now to me. But, man, let's get to this, man. Let's get to this video, man. Y'all smash the like button for me, man. We going to rock out. Let's get to this video. This is from the Exodus files, y'all. Y'all remember they made that first documentary about the Haneys. They back at it again with another video. And we just gonna play it. It's like 9 minutes, man. I'm gonna just let it rock. I'm gonna try to let it rock through. See what they talking about. Seen the Crocker vs. Walker fight this weekend? Nah, I didn't catch it. Catterall vs. Regis in August. Not a bad fight. Zone. Russell won. Let's get it. Antuanne, let's go. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. It was a damn close fight. I thought he pulled it off. I ain't gonna, I just didn't complain about the fight because I seen some mistakes that he definitely made over and over again that put him in position to even lose the fight. So I ain't had no complaints there. But let's get to this, man. This is from the Exodus files. They got another video talking about the Haney's deception or something like that. So we're going to see what that's talking about. Salute to my brother, Big Dog Willie, back in the super chat. He said on Twitter, Bill Haney said that Devin is the best 140-pound boxer in the last 45 years. He also said Devin also KO Prime, Aaron Pryor, and Roy Jones Jr., man. Those dudes will absolutely punch him out the ring, no disrespect. One of the best fighters at 140 in the last 45 years. He still got so much to prove. He only got 2 fights there so far, just being fair. One of them was a flawless victory. One of them, he didn't get the nod, but, he got the decision overturned, rightfully so, right? You know what I mean? At least that's what it seemed like right now. So he got so much more to prove before we can call him one of the best fighters at 140 in the last 45 years. But I think he's still one of the top talents there for sure. You know what I mean? The loss doesn't change that for me. But Bill just be selling. That's his promoter hat on when he be talking like that.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well, right. well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Salute the Big Dog. Well, we appreciate you, bro. See, it was OD in that interview. Yeah, he was tripping. Salute to my guy, Val. PR Boxing was good with it. Champion and recess equals strip. Pretty much. Strip, vacate. All that stuff. Seemed like Eddie Hearn was right when he said he was 100% sure that, nobody, he was going to vacate the title. That's pretty much what's happened. He said nobody was going to bid on the Sandor Martin fight. That pretty much happened. Only one bid, top rank, obviously. Eddie Hearn been right in this regard. So, you know what I mean? Let's see what the young man could cook up moving forward. Yeah, he'll send him through the ring. Seriously. They'll do a number on them, both guys. He won't be able to do nothing with Roy Jones. That'd be a matchup nightmare. B-Dog was good with it. Teofimo was real crazy when Ryan just asked for it. I mean, Teofimo be tripping. But let's get to this. It's called The Deception. What is it called? The Lies, Deception of the Haney, something like that. But let's get to it.
And it's called WADA. And WADA, V-A-D-A, stands for Voluntary Anti-Doping Agency. We've been working on this, and we hope to implement in the near future.
Ryan did everything wrong and won, but like I said, no excuses. Allah was just telling me he's going to test positive for his drug test. Keeps going in my brain, and he's going to test positive for his drug test. He's going to test positive for his drug test. Yeah.
I am not behind Ryan Garcia's positive drug tests. I don't care if somebody snuck into your room and spiked your toothpaste, you're going to be responsible. The burden is on him.
Like I said, this guy showed his character. He showed that he would do anything to win, including cheat. A guy that would do anything to win.
This don't surprise me that Ryan Garcia is talking about that he's retired. Everybody's been protecting him. We know these couple channels, Ego and Showbiz. You seem to celebrate guys on drugs in the ring, but you're running out of time. In 48 hours, your boy, Ryan Garcia, will be suspended. And you networks, promoters, and everybody that's been trying to protect him, you're going to go down with the shit. Mark my words.
23 was good, family.
I know everyone likes to talk about the weight, but it's deeper than that with Victor and Devin. It's deeper than just weight, and I'm not saying that weight is not a big deal. Of course it is, But what I'm saying is that when you're able to rapidly cut 30, 40, 50 pounds and then rapidly replace that 25, 30, 40 pounds in 1 day, 2 days, but then still be able to be in a 12-round fight and be active for 12 rounds and show no sign of fatigue. That's we're talking about something different here. This is not, So with Victor, what you're looking at, you can't investigate or bust something that you're unaware of. When you look at certain, you can't. You see these beasts, all these. Think about all of these fighters. They're popping for really old drugs and Ostarine. That's so old. You can't pop positive for something that you don't even have a test for. So what are they going to invest? They can't investigate something that these scientists are just so far above. They're just so far beyond ahead. So Victor, and remember what I told you was going to happen with VADA, what I told you was going to happen with the New York State Athletic Commission, and it.
Yes, you did.
And it did happen.
And that did happen.
And that did happen. It's funny because they talk about Mayweather. And you love him. Mayweather, love him or hate him. Mayweather is one of the best fighters that we've ever seen. And it's funny because you see Bill Haney, and he talks about, he talks bad about Mayweather and talks down about Mayweather, but they're literally trying to build like a super Mayweather. I know you're laughing, and you're laughing.
No,
I know it sounds crazy, but that's literally what they're with these. They're trying to build a super Mayweather. You have the man help create VADA.
What about the lawyer though? The lawyer. What about the VADA lawyer that says Victor Conte is not involved?
No. And I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off.
Okay.
That's what's good with it, bro.
All right. It was VADA. There was Victor Conte. There was Dr. Margaret Goodman. There was Flip Homotsky. There was Dr. William Berliner. Okay. Literally, Victor Conte helped start VADA. That I don't care what the lawyer says. Of course, the lawyer comes out and says, "Oh, he's not involved." He was involved. They started it in 2010. Because people don't know how VADA works. It's you have people going out saying,
her name is Azizi Adebayo.
Yeah, it takes 2 weeks to get the samples. It doesn't. It does not. It can for especially dealing with so many. But if there is, I gotta watch what I say here. There's so many loose ends when it comes to dealing with those. There's so much. It's deep, man. I'm telling you, it's deep. And with this, what they just pulled, with this thing with Ryan Garcia, with this, I think it's all going to come out now, especially if this follows through with. This is all going to come out now because what they're doing now, they've pissed a lot of people. the Haneys have pissed a lot of people off, and they made a lot of mistakes. Especially starting last December, and in the last 6 months, they've made a lot of mistakes, and they've pissed off some people that have, even in the music industry, they pissed some. I know. You know what? I'm not gonna even go into that. I'm gonna keep it. It's deep, man.
Wow. And the inside, this is inside call. Channel one, that's how to exit 5. It's crazy the timing of this that this came about. I don't know. It might have had. I don't know if it had something else in there. Well, that was interesting to say the least, you know. But I think again, it's for me. This the timing of these things that when these things come out, you hear her saying how they piss people off and the way they handled this situation, and it's probably all gonna come out. I mean, maybe that's why you're hearing little things, little by little breadcrumbs. But you know, I don't know what to make of it. Mr. Empire, what it do, family? How you feeling? What's good with it? Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So I just don't know. I don't know. That's crazy. Tank already asked him out and said he's using USADA for sure. And I think the reasoning for it is because of the way this situation was handled. I think it would give anybody some reservations, right? Just being honest, man. When you see a situation happen and it unfold and it has several inconsistencies and things that just don't make enough sense to you, you're supposed to be concerned. And better safe than sorry. So when he say he's using USADA, I don't see why that should even be a problem. I mean, he's just making sure he on the up and up. You know what I mean? So now you think that Haney would take the video out of YouTube? Want to take the video out? Yeah, I'm hearing something about them want to remove the video of the fight or something off YouTube. I don't know how true that is. I hope that's not the case though. Hope so. I hope not. So Brian, same manager gave Alicia his hair was negative for sure. They disregarded it and they tried to make it seem like the hair sample didn't matter at all. But again, that was something that I just came across my my feed that I decided to share with y'all. So I mean, I can't blame nobody for this situation. I just don't have those type of answers to do that. But it'll be interesting to see if anything else comes of this, especially with them tweeting that, he had initial tests that tested negative. Is crazy. I mean, that's crazy. Omega Red, what's good, family? How you feeling? I heard you tried to get the zone and remove the fight. Yeah. Nah, lady stepped down from her position. Maybe she knew something for real. Hey, bro, I'm just saying it was just some things, some things, B-Dog, that was a little red flaggish with the situation. That's all. You know what I mean? Just naturally looking at it, you like, hold on, this happens and you step down, then this happens, and it's like, like bro said, what Roger say, 20 years from now, they're going to make a movie out this, right? I just think career compared to Floyd at 29. I got you. It's funny you asked that, right? Hold on. I think I got you. Anyway, Mr. Improv. Y'all smash the like button, man. Let's keep building. So the test came back negative, then somehow turns positive. Make it make sense. That's what that tweet was alluding to. And they saying that came from somebody from the lab leaked that out. Now, I mean, that he had initial test that was negative. So I don't know how valid that is. I don't know if somebody can come out and make an official statement on it or what, but it is crazy when you hear it, though. It is crazy when you hear it. It is crazy when you hear it, man. P Hunter was good with it. I serve 88 was good, man. Let's talk fashion. Remo in the building was good, bro. Aaron says even human possible to gain 25 pounds overnight. I mean, look, I would say shit is being done, right? It's being done, but what I will say is I don't think from hearing what the fighters think of it, hearing different fighters speak, I don't think is something that everybody's accustomed to. Like Keith Thurman, for one, he thought that was bogus. He thought that was wild. The whole notion of being able to gain that much weight. He was like, damn, like, what is he doing? Taking liquid IVs? Like, he suggested that just off that alone to say, like, how the hell are you putting on that much weight? And he went into saying how much he weighed, and he had 147, and he only rehydrated. He said he'd be like 150 something or something like that, I think. So that's crazy. Person who paid to contaminate the sample was the one who leaked it. Shit, that shit crazy, man. It's crazy when you think about it, though. I mean, Mocha has this morning. Salute to my guy, Crush. Yes, sir, man. Great cook, too. From day one, I said Bill paid for that dirty urine. The hair sample came back negative, so it's definitely fishy. Yeah, and look, over here, y'all, we don't do conspiracies. We just go off the information that they put out there, and I let everybody process it and make of you what you will. I don't try to form nobody's opinion, make you think that this or that. We all just free thinkers over here. We see things that make you ask some questions. That's all. You know what I'm saying? In a situation, I just wish they would do away with it, to be honest with you. I should submit his toothpaste for testing. Remember they said that? I don't care if somebody spiked your toothpaste. Remember Vic said that earlier in the video clip? Talked to Victor after the weigh-in. Before it was 147. That hit was 152. Yeah, you get what I'm saying? That weight gain overnight is equal to 3 gallons of water plus some food. I have to absorb and digest. Yeah, it's crazy, Big Dre. So that's a shit ton of weight to pick up. It's crazy that guys are even able to perform picking up that much added weight. You know what I mean? So guess it's a science to it, but it's a bit crazy. Guess it's a science to it. But we'll find out, though. We'll find out. Gotta run back to work, man. Salute to my guy, Step Brown. Appreciate you as always, bro. Don't work too hard on him. So that's not impossible. Yeah, that's a lot of weight. It's everybody just don't do that. And like I said, I just listen to what the fighters say. I don't box, but I listen to them. Some people, now, just to be fair, I've heard some people say that that's right on par, 20-some pounds and stuff like that. But I've heard more people say that that's a lot of weight than the ones that say it's normal. You know what I'm saying? So I think it all depends on who you is. I think the reason why we get different answers because it all depends on who you are and what weight class you fighting in, and are you fighting where you should, close to where you walk around at, or are you shrinking all the way down? So I think the answers may vary depending on what side of the coin you fall on when it comes to that. You know what I'm saying? Are you a guy that's shrinking down to make a weight class and then blowing up, or are you somebody that's cutting normal amount of weight and rehydrating something normal and fight? So that's the question, man. That is the question. Boom, there you go, Mr. Improv, real quick. You know what I'm saying? Just to mess with you. Prime full first prime tank. 30-0, 20 KOs, 30-0, 28 KOs. There you go, right there. Sports science is real though. Yeah, lottery trickery. Salute to C-Wood. How you feeling, bro? Ready, man. Appreciate you, K calls. You don't work too hard on them, bro. Everyone's genetics aren't the same. Y'all a lot complain to losing the game. Yeah. And it's just all different. Everybody's all different, right? So that's why I think you get the different answers, though. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, I think a lot of it just depends on like what I just said. Are you a guy that is fighting closer to your walk around weight, where you just not a guy that rehydrates a whole ton, or you somebody that's shrinking down significantly and then you blowing up overnight type deal. So, I mean, Gianni was good with the fan. He said it's super crazy, right? Main man said that means you're not fighting in your respective weight class. That's too much for the body. I think so too, bro. I think so too, man. I think so. But yeah, man, that is just a little fun because I see Mr. Empire ask that, and that was just a little post. Your boy be catching everything. You already know how you see it. But I tell you what, Tank on a hell of a trajectory, should I say, right? He is some good company, right? He is some good company at 30-0, right? Couldn't be better than that. I said, man, that's a dope graphic, man. But them dudes is Floyd, I think, was God gifted, and I think Tank, for this generation of fighters, I think he got his thing that makes him special. You know what I'm saying? I think he got his thing that make him special. It's about running it back. right. Malik K was good with it, fam. Southpaw said Haney is a weight bully and need a new coach. Definitely like two things for me. And I rock with him. I'm gonna keep supporting him. But two things I think could be troublesome is the shrinking down and then rehydrating a ton. That could be problematic, and not being willing to bring in an extra set of eyes. I ain't saying get rid of Pops. Never. I'm never gonna suggest that. But bring in another set of eyes, and possibly it wouldn't probably hurt to fight up a weight class. And truth be told, with him being champion in recess, I wonder, do he come back to 140 when he gets back? You know what I mean? Or do he say, you know what, it's time for me to go to 47? That's going to be interesting for me to see, what he decide to do. You really got to catch a girl with her ass. You stupid, bro. Hey, man, we here to talk about it all, P. Hunter. Look, I just seen somebody talking about that again, bro. Just when you think you've seen it all with him, he just show you another wrinkle, another nuance to his game, right? Tank. So the fact that dude is even putting in any significant time and work, being orthodox is crazy, because I think he's just gonna get better. Anything that he dedicates his time to in the sport of boxing, I think he'll be very good at and very dangerous at. And I think that it spells more versatility. That's what it's. When I see that, when I seen a little video of him working orthodox, I just like he trying to add more versatility to a guy that, by Teddy Atlas, and I'll use his words, said is one of the most absolute complete fighters in boxing. So the fact that he already got a title like that coming from a guy like Teddy Atlas, an old school guy, that's a pretty tough critic, right? For him to praise Tank in that regard. And then you look, and we all see that Tank Davis is working on the orthodox stance, and we already know he's obviously a southpaw, and he's dangerous there. But he adding that dimension, that layer to his game, makes him more versatile, a lot more dangerous, and just another issue for people. 704 Joe, what's good, family? You know what I mean? What's good with it? Yeah, so that's what I think of when I see it. You know what I mean? When I see that he drilling the orthodox stance, just one more thing that make that man dangerous. And he already looked at, like I said, as a complete fighter. So that just make it worse. I mean, salute to my guy, Chris, man. Darius, what's good, family? How you feeling? That's my walk around weight. I fought at 108 and I walked around at 110, 112. That makes sense, Gianni. You know what I mean? That makes sense. Mechanical, yeah, for sure. So, man, he got, look, man. And I did 23. Bro, I don't know if you was in the building when I played the documentary, bro. I played the documentary like that UFC. It was like a documentary that Ant sent me about weight cutting. And it said that rehydrating that much weight is more dangerous than somebody on PEDs. They said that. Somebody that's worse than somebody that's using like testosterone and something like that. They was like, yo, gaining that much weight is more dangerous than that. And then the downside is if you had to cut mad weight before you put on all that weight, that's the danger in that too. And it also showed us a great example of what happens to somebody when they go in there after they cut significant amount of weight, drain their body of all the fluids in their brain. You go in there and you see a 30-second knockout. You know what I'm saying? To a guy as tough as they come. So that weight stuff ain't nothing to play with. And I wish more people would be more open to information instead of feeling emotional every time they hear something that might not favor their favorite fighter. That weight cut shit is cool now, but at what cost? I'm telling you, we just seen, man, Ann McQueen was talking about it. We just seen a fighter pass out in mid-fight and talk about he was severely dehydrated. That I'm telling you, that stuff ain't nothing to keep playing with, bro. I think the real dangerous part is the fluid that they drain from the brain. That's hard to put back. And then you going in there overnight. You get what I'm saying? You taking blows to the head when you just drain the fluid from your brain. What you think gonna happen when you get hit with something clean? You either gonna get hurt or knocked out. This is why we see this. Why did people, what's crazy to me, y'all? People seen Roy Jones dominate to the point where it looked like he had no more challenges, so he continued to go all the way up in weight. The dude went as high as heavyweight, came back down, and when he finally got caught by Tarver and knocked out, people convinced themselves that the reason he got knocked out was because he didn't have a chin? Instead of thinking like, yo, damn, look how much weight fluctuation. He done went all the way up to heavyweight, came back down. That shit sapped his athleticism and his punch resistance. Punch resistance shot. But instead of people, because the lack of knowledge or information, because people think they know everything, they rather just say they convince themselves, yeah, Roy Jones started getting knocked out like that because he ain't had no chin no more. You know what I mean? What? It wasn't about him not having no damn chin. You playing with weight fluctuation, going up, gaining all that weight, coming back down, draining all that weight. Yes, you get clean, hit with a clean shot, and then you knocked out. That's what's happening. It ain't got nothing to do with him not having a chin no more. It's that punch resistance shot after significantly putting on so much weight and then taking that same weight off and then going in there trying to compete at the highest level at that. You know what I'm saying? What you think gonna happen? That's why he started getting sparked. You see this all the time. People just don't know what they be watching. These dudes be getting hurt regularly playing with their weight like this. Salute to John BX, man. He said that super fans can now add youngest champ to Duck 2 Mandos and get stripped to 2 weight classes. Damn, John came in with that fire. Salute to my guy, man. Appreciate all the support.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well, right. well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just do.
Salute to John, man. That's tough. That is tough. That is tough. Like that. Get back, Clark. Yeah, man. I'm telling you. Full stage training, so they had to go to fat camp. Nope. Man, he was a gym rat. Hilltop was good with it, fam. Shane Mosley had to do it. What's that? Weight fluctuated a few pounds, but go up to 40 pounds and come back down 25 and fighting in both weight classes. I'm telling you, that shit will burn you out. It'll burn you out, and it's very dangerous and risky. I just wouldn't recommend somebody playing like that. You know what I'm saying? And you already got to think these weight cuts are leading to you depleting your body and your brain and fluids. I can't stress that enough. That's where all the problems start right there. And then you try to overload yourself with fluids and rehydrate. You get what I'm saying? Then you got dudes blowing up all crazy. It's just not smart. Not for longevity. It's not. Thrill Hill was good with it, family. And even sometimes, depending on the weight cut, it won't even allow you to have the longevity in the sport you're looking for. Just listen to the 23-year-old that lost his life. He ain't even get a chance to get his career going. 23 years old, playing with that weight like that, man. Telling you, man, it just ain't worth it. I say fight closer to your walk around weight if you're gonna be draining yourself. Because there's way more cons than it is pros to the situation. You might be able to get away with it for a little bit, but for how long? So we're going to see, man, because, again, with, being a champion in recess, man, you run the risk of losing your positioning. But then again, like I said, I think when he comes back, he'll get first dibs on that title. But let's see who has the title. That's the thing, man. Hey, man, just looking ahead a little bit. Could you imagine, right, if when he comes back, you know, Gary Antuanne and Puello was able to run it back. Say Gary Antuanne get his lick back and he got the title when Dave get back. Could you imagine if that's the fight that they make? Man, could you imagine if that's the way the fight end up getting made? It couldn't be more perfect, man. That'd be like perfect, man. Too much, like, right. 10 to 14 pounds more than enough weight to cut and rehydrate for sure. Do something. That doesn't mean it should be done. I'm telling you, pushing your body to them limits, Rick. Like, you know, I could respect the hell out of the discipline and the, you know, concentration and sacrifice it take, but hell no, I don't want to keep saying nobody deplete themselves like that. That should be different. Dude, we about to die, man. Dude's about to passing out. Like, look at Jaime McGee. Remember the weigh-in when he was passing out, falling out, and all that stuff. Yeah, remember that? The shades on, looking all crazy. They had the Phantom and stuff. He was looking crazy. I'm like, man, these dudes be playing with these weight cuts, man. I'm telling you. Yeah, he definitely, and I think the being the champion in recess, Tim, I definitely think that's an indication of him taking the time off. And like he said, maybe it'd be a year, but like I said, a year is definitely better than 2. A year seemed more reasonable. 2 years, you wilding out. Better not take no 2 years off, young Dave. Shake that dust off. You know what I mean? Your O still intact and get back to beating some ass, man. You know, I want to see him get back to it, but I question immediately, like, is he coming back at 140? And if so, I wonder who gonna be holding that title, because I know he's gonna be looking to get it back. I know he's gonna be looking to get it back. I assume that's how that's gonna work. But again, man, I always felt like his time at 140 was short anyway. His time there was short anyway, and you 2 tough weight cuts, and then you add an extra year in between that. You're probably looking at possibly another weight class. So Frank Bottom lip disappears, dried in that old lady. You heard of yo, Rick? He had cotton mouth and don't even smoke, Rick. That's how you knew he was cooked. Frank had cotton mouth and lockjaw and don't even smoke, bro. Thrills, that probably means what you think he made that decision. Or why you think he made that decision, Dev, to vacate the titles, bro? I think he did it. I think he vacated the title because, again, 619 was good with it. I think he considering some things, right? Just looking at the whole picture, he coming off a tough loss, even though he was able to get the no contest and the O back, and still he took real damage in that fight. That was a complete 12 rounds, right? That's a tough fight. Then you look at it, if he's serious about what he thinks in terms of his market value taking a hit, then he's assuming and blaming the reason why nobody bid on the Sandor Martin fight and why it's only worth what it is because of the Ryan Garcia situation. So I think when he just assessed all of them things and coming off a tough loss versus trying to rebound off a tough loss with an unappealing fight that you probably look like you're not willing to make because it just don't suit you, it ain't something you really want, then I think his only option was to do exactly what he did, especially considering if he's thinking about taking real time off, if there's any validity to him taking a year off and staying out as long as Ryan and then trying to get a rematch, then let that be what it is. But I think that was his only out to getting out of that fight. For sure, right? And not fighting him. I just don't think he wanted that Sandor fight. You on the level of massive brain swelling. Salute to my guy, Aaron, man. Don't mess with Texas. What's good, family? Taking time out to reboot the show. That tells how you stupid. You stupid. Hey, coming back, version of Southpaws. Melanin Queen, peace to you. How you feeling? Good to see you in the building. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. He said fire his dad as his trainer. I'll say just bring somebody else in because I know the love is genuine between the two. And I feel like that's something that need to be present when you in boxing, right? I've always said that. I think he need that love surrounding him. So you keep your pops around because of that element, man. You know that's somebody, you know, that really gonna try to have your best interests at heart at all times, right? But I think bringing an extra set of eyes in there can't help. You know what I mean? They did get this far with them, right? And them, you know, working with a number of different people. So they've been very successful, very. But I think one of the things that they can do is bring an extra set of eyes in, if we're being honest. I really don't think that would hurt at all. You know what I'm saying? I really don't think it would hurt. So hopefully, they can see that too. You know what I'm saying? I can't see him taking a year off. Yeah, coming back to 40. That's the big question. Like, does he make it back to 40 after a year? It's tough. I don't know. And then it's idle time too. So, and we seen the more recent picture of him. He looked like, you're a little chubby. Not chubby and but he picked up weight, obviously. Like, he ain't no damn 140, that's for sure, nowhere near it. So, I don't know. It all depends. Maybe it all depends on what he's doing in that year, right? Or that time that he's spending off, right? If he's just straight enjoying himself, no working out, no going to the gym type deal, then, I think staying at 140 after a year would be extremely difficult. But if he keeping himself relatively in some type of shape, then yeah, I can see him coming back at 140, if that makes sense, right? I think just to be fair to him, just because you vacationing don't mean you vacationing from everything. He is still an athlete, so maybe just by trade, just it being instilled in him, he'll find his way to work out and hit the gym and different things like that. Who knows? But like I said, for me, if he keeps himself relatively in some type of shape, I could see him returning at 140, you know what I mean? And just dealing with the weight cut being what it is, right? Just dealing with that as he been doing. But I think a year of inactivity off, if it's idle time and you're not really you're not managing the weight at all, then I think you kind of grow and eat yourself out of 140, and you might find yourself at 147, where it might not be bad for you in the long run anyway, in terms of like not having to keep killing yourself to make no weight. Frequent flyer, what's good, family? How you feeling, bro? So that's how I see it. And I try to be as fair to the situation as possible, because those are the scenarios for me. At least that's how I see it. It's all depending on what kind of productivity is inside of that year in terms of weight management and staying disciplined in that regard, right? If that's like an afterthought because you genuinely just taking this time off to travel, enjoy yourself, then by all means do that. But that makes it tougher. Staying put at the weight class. Ashley's corner, my cousin, what's good with it? How you feeling? Aaron Farlow, what's good, man? He said, question, do you think Devin had nightmares of this? Talib, what's good, family? I think he, I think he definitely, on a serious note, I think there's some demons there, some dark spots that he got to sort through, some things he got to sift through. You know what I mean? Because I wonder how much has he processed the loss in terms of like how much is he accountable for what happened versus it just being Osterine. I always wonder that, but that's just something to think, because I think that's important for a fighter. And why I say that, because through all of this whole entire situation, you have to be able to hold yourself accountable, just like anybody in any situation, right? You know what I mean? So, if he's able to do that, then he should be all right coming back. As in smaller fighters, right? Because that's when he dominates all smaller fighters. Soon be going, hey, y'all be going in, boy. Y'all go in for me. I don't have to. I could be this laid back because y'all be going in for me. Salute to everybody in the building. Y'all make sure y'all smash that like button, sub to the channel for your boy. Let's keep building, man. On this good Monday. We all know the Haney's around boxing, so Devin says he's coming back at no weight class. That's a very interesting comment too. Freaking flyer, what's good with it, bro? Let me drop the link just in case somebody might want to come up, because that's something interesting too. Yeah, you got to be productive Zoom within that year if that's the time that he's taking off. Sparky Pete, and that's just me being realistic, because with athletes, because they're always working and they get into these regimens and training their bodies and staying disciplined. When they stop doing that, they have a tendency to pick up weight, especially when they're eating. It's just chilling. That's just natural. And he's young and always growing. So, as you continue to get older, that I think that whole weight cut and all that stuff, I think it gets a bit harder to get that weight up off you. But then some people feel like they got it mastered. One thing about that kid, no matter what you say about his weight in between fights, when it is time to cut that weight, man, that man be chiseled. That be cut up. Like what they say, like a bag of diesel. Man, that man be cut up ridiculously, bro. He be cut up crazy when it. Yeah, I ain't never see Dev not ripped up when it's time to cut that weight. Bro, be like a damn action figure. I'm trying to tell you. I'm gonna tell you, I'm like, man, this dude really get to it. So you can't get like that if you ain't putting in no work. But like I said, that discipline, hopefully he takes some of that in that year with him. You know what I'm saying? William Moses was good, bro.
What's good? What do you think about that thing?
What, the tweet?
Oh yeah.
I think it's very interesting to say the least, because I like to do math, and you know, I didn't know that I was gonna get that tweet, but I was already playing that video, right, that we played. And if you was just listening to briefly some of the things that was being said, it kind of go hand in hand with what the tweet is, because they talking about more stuff gonna come out, and then you get what I'm saying. Then you hear this, you see this tweet. Now it could be just a tweet. I'm gonna just be clear. I'm gonna say that, but I want to see if it grows any legs and if there's any validity to that situation, because that's gonna be crazy. You can't ignore that.
Can we say the math ain't mathing?
Yeah, the math ain't mathing, especially if that tweet is valid. 100% will. The math ain't mathing, bro.
And then his hair comes back clean.
It's crazy, man. I ain't picture it. I thought it was over with. That's why after I get off of here, I'm gonna still be on the lookout for it, because that's my job to make sure any information I present, I find any follow-up. If it's anything valid, if there's anything going on with it, I'm gonna be looking into it. I'm gonna be asking people. I'm gonna want to know. You know what I'm saying? Just, you know.
If there's anything to this, I say Conti's got to go.
Right. See how she was talking about him, like she just don't seem like she. And then she see how she brought up the Ostarine, these old drugs, Ostarine. Like people just keep out. You can't. She says you can't out for something that you have no testing for. Like I thought that was interesting. Now I don't know how valid that is, but in the description it has some of the names, and I believe those were the speakers, because you heard her speaking with men. So I think her name was Azizi or something like that. I had to look
and
at
then
her.
the athletic commissioner resigns when this comes out.
They did it before. Like, remember when it first happened?
Yeah, so I'm saying when he first popped, she resigned. There's a lot going on here that we need some answers.
Right. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button, sub to the channel, man. Make sure y'all is smashing the like button for your boy. If y'all want to come up, y'all could come up and build with me. Y'all let me know what y'all think from the tweets to this, you know, him being a champion in recess. You know, Gary Antuanne Russell still having the potential to become champion. We might be seeing the Puello and Gary Antuanne Russell rematch. And I'll go a step further. If I'm not mistaken, champion in recess means he's going to have dibs on the belt when he come back. Could you just imagine if he take time off and that allow Gary Antuanne Russell to fight Puello again, get the title, and they got to run it? I know I'm just too much like but I'm just thinking, y'all. I don't think that's too crazy. But back to what you was saying, bro. John Wick, what's good with it?
Yeah, this whole thing's funny, dude. And I don't know. I don't trust Victor Conte at all.
Yeah.
We know his past. All of a sudden, he's this, you know, born again Christian, if you want to call it that. When it comes to this shit.
Right. You get what I'm saying, man? I'm telling you, it's some good options to come out of this, but I do want to know what's gonna happen out of that. That tweet got me thinking, but I'm gonna just go look into it more. I'm not gonna overreact. I'm gonna just take it, you know, how we always do. For me, y'all, I'm one of the fairest people up here. I'm gonna always say that. I just present this stuff and I let y'all process it how y'all see fit, and we chop it up and we move on. I don't form your opinion for you, none of that, but just to see somebody tweet that out, and the fact that that's being said, you know, you start getting the retweets, and I want to see how much it actually spread, and if it result into an actual official statement being released because of that. You get what I'm saying? If they just shoot it down like, yo, that's hearsay, that's all, or if it don't grow enough legs for them to respond. That's what I'm looking for.
You know, it's funny. I was worried about having content for tomorrow's show, but I think we just got it. You know?
Yeah, I seen it, but I mean, I know that tweet said it opposite. Like they initially tested it, the joints frequent, and they were negative, and then they saying they basically turned around and still tested, and then they came back positive. That's what that. Let me just pull it right back up real quick. It's just a tweet, y'all. I want to be clear. We all on the same page. We're not taking this as a credible tweet. It's just something that's being put out there that I wonder if it's going to pick up any legs. And that's what they were saying. It came under heavy fire on Monday, which is obvious today. It was leaked. One of the labs that Ryan's initial pre and post-fight urine tests conducted by them initially screened negative for ostarine. So they're saying it didn't have it initially. And then they did it again. It did. Now, I don't know if that means anything, but like I said, I keep my eyes and ears close to it. It's damn sure a drama show, because one big drama show. One big drama show. But aside from that, y'all, because I know y'all tired of that. Like I said, we just gonna pay attention to it because it is crazy. Will the timing of it, and then those little, like the little inside speaking on that.
They
phone.
were so positive that he was going to come back positive. That makes me curious too.
I mean, even a little clip in the video, bro, with the little brother talking about Allah, told him that was crazy. I still want to know what people think about that. Don was good with it, fam. The commission can sue or be sued. Had to say something. If they don't, it look funny, Don. It do. Just
and as far as when Devin comes back, I doubt it's going to be a 140. I think he'll wait for Boots to move up, because Eddie Hearn was saying Boots ain't going to spend much time at 147. I think he waits for Boots to move up, and then he moves up to 147 and comes back. Problem with that is, if he don't fix his issues, they're going to slaughter that kid at 147.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He can't hurt none of them guys, and all of them guys there can hurt him.
Yeah, and you got to think that tweet, Mauricio, when Barrios got elevated to the full champion, he had the eyes with the tweet, or the Mauricio type of like, hey man, like he was interested. So all I'm saying is, with the year off, especially if that's an idle year of just chilling, which he's entitled to, I want to be very clear, y'all. But I feel like an idle year is different than a year of like where you managing your weight and enjoying yourself, right? I obviously think that keeps you in that window of being able to make the 140, still making it tough, but still able to make it, right? A year of just chilling and just enjoying yourself, as he is entitled to. I feel like that may lead him to 47. And when you see the tweet, he already threw his name in the hat with Barrios. Even before that tweet, he mentioned a Barrios. So maybe that's something he might be looking to explore as a possibility. But the young man got options. That's the great thing out of all of this situation. The biggest thing for him is him processing what went wrong in the ring April 20th. Once he does that, it's business as usual, man. I'm looking forward to seeing what his bounce back is like. Alan, what's good with it, fam? Yeah, we was playing the T.O. interview yesterday. We ain't even get through all of it. It was so long.
Man, I hope Bill ain't too stubborn to bring somebody else in, bro.
Yeah.
Because if he's too stubborn and they don't fix the problems this kid's got, he's going to have a very short career.
Yeah, I mean, definitely could shorten things up if you don't make the necessary corrections, and that goes for any fighter. I'm gonna keep saying it. No, don't go get rid of your dad, but second pair of eyes is better than one. I will say that. Second pair of eyes is better than one. If you don't believe me, let's just use Tank Davis as an example. Who he got? Who Tank Davis got again, Will? Who he got?
Calvin?
Calvin, and who else?
And Kenny.
Ain't that two set of eyes? Ain't they like a three-headed
damn good set of eyes?
Crazy, like well-oiled machine situation going on with Tank.
Everybody, you ever watch them work his corner?
You get what I'm saying? What they got going on?
You ever watch them work Tank's corner? Mm-hmm. Just like you said, a well-oiled machine.
That's the best way to describe it. It's a well-oiled machine all the way. Everything they do with Tank is intentional. That's why I believe they're so effective. Nothing they do is without purpose or intent. Nothing.
Right.
All the way down to this dude being economical in the ring with his punches. Nothing wasteful. Nothing.
If one of them misses something, the other one doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if one misses something, the other one doesn't. They're always
You get what I'm
spot
saying?
on with what they're telling him.
You get what I'm saying? Chemistry in the corner is crazy. That shit matters, man. They're a well-oiled machine. They got his ear. They know how to get him to respond. They know what to work on. Coach Kenny is a damn mad scientist. I don't care what nobody say. The way he been analyzing and breaking down and how they really worked on the same combination that he essentially ended the fight with is crazy. Not gonna tell me that this shit is an accident or it's a coincidence. That shit is repetition. It's intentful and it's purposeful. Like they everything they do is for a reason. All the way to his approach to the fights. With each punch he throw, and that's what makes him so much different than everybody else. He's not wasteful with his approach. That shit is just a pure efficiency.
Oh yeah.
Salute to you, so I mean, it's all good, bro. Much love. Salute to everybody in the building. Yeah, that chemistry is second to none, bro. It's just it matters so much. You know, damn well you rather than laughing and bitch. Salute to my baby girl, the queen, Miss JusDueBoxing is in the building. How you feeling, baby girl?
All right, bro. I just wanted to say that I'm going back to the chat.
Always, Will. Appreciate you, family.
Yes, sir. Take it easy. Tell my little man I said hello.
I got you.
Later.
And so look, man, it's always something to build on, man. This situation, I don't know if that's spread enough yet, right, for it to grow any legs, but we gonna find out. Like I said, that's it. In that Twitter space, we just know how fast information spreads. So, you know, if it's anything to come out of it, we'll know before it's all said and done. I didn't say much to them until the 4th or 5th round. Because they already know, they already know the plan. Hey, Creole, my guy, was good with it. They already know the plan, download it. From there on, he's just downloading. And then from there, they're like, all right, what you say? And then from there, it's like, all right, well, this is what we gonna do. And then that's when the game plan commences. It's fun watching, bro. It's fun to watch it. It's just fun watching it. Think of fight. Trust him. Absolutely. The confidence is second to none. Second to none. My God, GM, what's good? What he said, Devin and Dougie. You ain't feeling this champion and recess move, GM? You ain't feeling the champion and recess move? I mean, look, reason why I'm not totally surprised by it, because you had a guy in Eddie Hearn who's worked with him in the past, who has some insight, obviously, on the situation that he ended up being correct about. And when you throw into the mix that he feels like his market value is affected, that's his out. That's his reason. And like, hey, man, I ain't even getting paid right for this fight. I ain't fighting this dude. I think that's what he feeling, on top of already possibly wanting to take time off. So I've never heard him express any thought that made me feel like he wanted to fight Sandor Martin. And I've always felt the same as everybody else feels, just not the fight that people care to see. And to be honest, that's where I level with him. I don't think he wants to give people a true fight that they don't want to see, if you're being honest. I don't think he wants to do that. You know what I'm saying? I think he want to deliver fights that he feel like are meaningful. And that's just not one of them. Cash Crypto and the builder was good, Cash. Devin rhymes way more than we bargained for. Right. It is more than we bargained for, ain't it, cuzzo? Vasyl in the building. We watching that shit, man. I don't think Tank ever gonna be 35. Be real. Ain't nothing wrong with that, Vasyl. He dangerous, bro. He dangerous. It's the way he getting it done. I get you. I understand your confidence. And I don't think it's blind confidence. I don't think it's crazy to say, bro. I get it. You know what I'm saying? Your boy get it. I level with you. That man is dangerous. Bole, what's good with the family? Say hell no. He's ducked 2 Mandos now. Yeah, y'all on his ass about the Mandos. First, of course, Sandor, what kind of chance? It's good to fight Mandos. Yeah. I mean, that's the risk that you run when you make these decisions, GM. It's always going to be some pushback, some blowback. People going to analyze you and, you know, with a fine tooth comb, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is. Taking some time off, I think that can do him some good, long as he don't take too much time off, right? Took a tough loss. We all seen it. Good for him. He got his old back. Still got his belt. Well, no, damn. Now he don't have his belt. So that just made things interesting. I would like to know where he's coming back at and who he's going to fight. You know what I'm saying? Those things I don't know. Real Brandon Casanova, what's good, fam? He said, so he vacated the belt, correct? They got him as champion in recess. They got, all right, got you covered, Brandon. Got you covered. They got him as champion in recess. Alberto Puello is elevated to the full WBC champion, and they also ordering Puello to face the defend against Sandor Martin. So we're gonna have Puello versus Martin, and Gary Antuanne Russell is the mandatory for the winner. So he essentially, if Puello is the win this fight against Sandor, he'll be getting his get back, and if he's the winner, it'll be a championship. You know what I mean? So that's I like these. I like this. You know what I mean? I like this. You know, one domino fell out. That domino being Devin Haney. He had champion recess, so he out the mix for right now. And now you got potentially two good fights that could come up. You got Alberto Puello Sandor for what it's worth, and like I said, if Puello beat Sandor, then for the Gary Russell supporters, which I know is some of us out here, you know, up in here, he'll be getting his get back, and I love to see that for him. Man, he got to get it right the second time around, though. Going to some at Antoine School, so that is WBC correct, and back in Haney, but also back in Russell to jump in line. Narratives are funny. Yeah, they are. I think I look at it like this, bro. Like, Puello and Gary was a fight that was close, competitive, right? It could warrant a rematch. It's one of them type of fights. So I'm not necessarily mad that he don't got to get essentially all the way to the back of the line, right? You know what I'm saying? He still could get a potential opportunity right here, because this would be big opportunity for him, man. Second time around, he got to get it done. And not for an interim title, for the actual title. So he got to get it done. And a hypocrite or duck for not fighting Sandor. I mean, I know some going to call him that, Mr. Improd. I just say, you know, these fighters put out a lot of different things. They see what stick. Sometimes they just be speaking in the moment. And when it comes down to it, like they're a lot more calculated with their approaches than they may seem, than they may speak of, if that's fair to say, right? You hear these dudes sound very ambitious, but sometimes you see the moves they make, and it's not adding up with exactly the way they speak. I mean, Mauricio just need to do his job. 168 now. Yeah. Fine. At least we get some good fights. Yeah, Puello ain't a bad fighter at all, bro. Martin like that. What's your thoughts on the matchup? Look, Sandor Martin got that irky jerky style, Brandon. I don't know if you call him versus Teo. You know what I mean? I seen some of his work. He a guy that beat Mikey Garcia, and some feel like he arguably beat Teo. Definitely dropped him about once or twice in that fight, and essentially probably outboxed him, right? So he got an irky jerky style, got a wealth of experience. He at the later stages of his career for sure, but he definitely could fight. He's a scrappy dude. He's a scrappy guy, but listen, he can be beat. He got losses. It's not out the realm of possibility for Puello to get his hand raised in this fight, but I could see it being a fight that Puello actually can win, but he better be prepared, because Sandor Martin could make it an ugly fight. That's what he can do, and he's known to do it. Salute to my bro Zoom verse, man. Bowler said about the rules of boxing and scoring round by round. I had Russell winning, and the street sense Puello won by not getting stopped and landing the cleaner punches during the fight. That's a great point, bro. I like that. Nostalgia Life, what's good, family? How you feeling? Yeah, that's a good point, bro. I think so too. He did land the cleaner shots for sure, and he got up out of there without getting knocked out for sure. But I did thought Russell edged it, so he made me feel a little bit better saying that. I ain't alone in that. I thought he did, but I wasn't about to kick and scream for the loser. You know what I'm saying? The analysis yet again, good shit, fam. Oh, salute to you, Brandon. Appreciate you, family. Yeah, go check it out. Martin and Teo. Sandor gave Teo hell. That's the fight where Teo, if you remember the infamous "Do I Still Got It?" That was that fight where he was questioning that. He was on camera saying that Sandor had him looking bad. He definitely ain't look good at that fight. Teo was good with the family. Social media community would shred him for it because it's dead. He doesn't get the jacket placed on him. Yeah, Nah. Yeah, he need productivity. See, that's why you can always take it from me, Zoom, to give you a full, well-balanced assessment. Overvaluing himself. It's true. It's true. It's true. We got Sandor. Yeah, man. I think Puello could pull it off, Cuzzo. I think Puello could pull it off, and I'm hoping he do. Right? Why? Because I would love to see Gary run it back. So I'm definitely rocking with Puello. Cool. Salute to Sandor. Nothing against him, but I think Puello long arm ass could get it done, man. You know what I mean? I think he could get it done. Big Keep was good with it, fam. Breaking your new job, man. Congrats to you on your new job, man. That's what I like to hear, man. Forward progression. Forward mobility, you know what I mean? Salute to my guy, Big Keith, man. Congrats on that. Sandor puts the taps on T.O. He did. He had T.O. questions. Do I still got it? How you like Puello's last performance against Gary Russell? It was good, Brandon. He landed some very clean and effective shots. He weathered some storms. He fought at a good pace. He showed some deficiencies in Gary Russell game for sure, and I still had Gary edging it, but damn good fight for him, bro. The fact that he ended up being another knockout victim, like I said, and he fought to the end. So his 12 rounds, he fought a solid 12 rounds. Gary Russell had some, his first 12 rounder, it was tough for him, but I'm pulling for him in a rematch, and I truly hope that's the way the cards fall. Because I'm looking ahead, y'all. I'm looking at it like, all right, well, he lost. Pick up the pieces and get back at it. You got another opportunity. If Puello is to beat Sandor Martin, like I said, I don't want to just overlook Sandor Martin for Puello, but I'm pulling for that because I would love to see Gary Antuanne Russell get a rematch with this guy because they had a very close fight, and that was an interim title. Now it'll be the full-fledged title, which I love to see for Gary. And we all think he got what it takes to be a champion. So that's his path to victory. And to go even further, if Devin Haney actually comes back in that 140, man, he gotta want his WBC strap back. He gotta want to fight that Gary Russell if if he could be successful, if he could right the ship against Puello beats Sandor, right? Or even Sandor wins and he fights Sandor and beats him. Like, as long as I want to see Gary Antuanne Russell get his hand raised in his next fight, preferably be for this WBC title. And I want to see his championship reign. I want to see what it looked like. You know what I mean? Yeah, shake some stuff up. Alan Jose was good with it, fam. Luce and Newland said Haney's bad for the sport. He needs a good top 5 opponent to prove everybody wrong. Nah, Luce, and I don't think Juan was good with it. I don't think he bad for the sport, not by any stretch, right? Very disciplined guy, ultimate professional, man. He brings his set of skills to the sport of boxing, right? I don't think he's bad for the sport in any stretch. He took a tough loss against Ryan. He got it back, but I think he's good for the sport, man. You're not gonna like everything about him, but I'm just talking about in terms of the fighting, right? He might not have a fan-friendly style, but I love the sweet signs too, and he definitely boxes at a high level. The dude can fight. I mean, dude definitely can fight. I don't think he's bad for the sport, you know what I mean? But they all have their faults. None of these dudes are perfect. You know what I'm saying? But just when it comes to handling the business and making the fights, man, the man get it done. You know what I'm saying? Go in there and get his work done. And I level with him even more because I want to see how he's going to bounce back after the loss. I'm big on people bounce back. And like I said, that'll shut a lot of people up if he bounce back the right way. You know what I'm saying? I was tweeting and thanking God for the belt. Miss Joette is cold-blooded, man. Devin's going back to the drawing board. He's going to come back with a whole different style. He has to prove, but his style is better than Floyd's way. Hell nah. He tried that. He can't. I mean, listen, he just got to correct the things that he do wrong, right? He don't need a whole new style, but he just made some mistakes in this fight. As long as he's able to be real with himself and accept that, make the changes, he can get better. He can learn from this. This loss can be a lesson, and at the end of the day, it's not even a loss technically now. So he can get back, man. He just gotta be smart. But I believe in his ability to bounce back. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna be easy. 140 is shark infested for sure. You know what I'm saying? Shark infested. Then he popped dirty talking about Puello. But Antuanne take a tune-up in the meantime. I waited out. Unless it's exactly that, like a tune-up, I could see him waiting it out. Who knows, though? That's a good question, though, bro. Like, Gertz, what's good with it, fam? I was going to understand Devin's feelings, but we do. I just let my Lord's handle it. Sometimes you got to put aside your male ego and manhood and let the others fight your battles. Salute to Coco. I feel you. Devin be all right, man. He going to bounce back. Tunnel vision. What it do? Devin's maxed out his abilities. All he has to do is look forward to his pain. Damn, y'all cold-blooded, bro. Look. He just continues sharpening his craft and continue to be smart and trying to figure it out. It's a tough sport, man. It's a tough sport. He faced his first real adversity in that fight. And even though it's not an actual loss, no longer on the record, we still seen the fight. So, you know, it's tough. It happens. You know what I'm saying? I just want to see what he do when he bounce back. Who he going to fight? What weight class he going to be at? I mean, what opportunity still going to be on the table for him, being that he taking some time off? Jay, what was good with it, fam? How you feeling, new subscriber? Appreciate you. Welcome to the family, bro. Much love. And if it's anybody else in here new, man, let your boy know. Talk to me, man. Salute, as my bro Jay would say, right, to my mighty warriors, as my brother Jay would say. Jay, though, what's good with it? Rude exposure in the building. Yeah, I got you, Will. Aunt McQueen Professor is in the building. What's good, my guy?
The peekaboo shorties, the one who like to watch.
The peekaboo shorties, I like that. Right. Okay, take a tune-up, need the rounds. Yeah, it's never a bad thing. Just be smart with the tune-up and make sure it's actually that. You get what I'm saying? You don't want to, ruin your positioning because it's right there for you. A rematch, potentially. You know what I mean? Could be, or just another opportunity at that title and a full-blown title. Yeah, everybody got to get their just due, Brandon. You know it. That's the slogan over here. Everybody get it. Even when you lose, bro, still get your just due. Just like that. If he get his just due for me.
Yes, sir. I like that line of reasoning, Just. Because it seems to be very, very tricky.
Right.
Picking the right opponent for a tune-up or for a quote-unquote showcase fight. Remember, what's my guy's name? He got clipped, what was that, 2-3 years ago? Who was it? Beck the Bully. They had him in there with Gabriel Rosado, and they thought it was about to be a showcase fight. My man got knocked out. Got
cleaned up. Right.
So you spot on with that. Like, you got to have the right opponent. It can't be somebody that's an absolute pushover, but it can't be somebody that's a real threat either. It's got to have a certain level of resistance. If I had to liken it to playing a video game, it's like playing on medium.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like playing on medium. For my 2K people out there, it's like playing on All-Star. Can't play on Pro, but you can't play on Hall of Fame either when it comes to these tune-ups.
Brandon, appreciate you, fam. Yeah. Nah, facts though, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, but everybody gotta get their just due. Over here, man, let's not stress about the boxing. Let's really enjoy how it's meant to be enjoyed. Let's build on how it's meant to be built on. We ain't gotta be stressing and arguing. We just love this. We love this, you know what I mean? I'm even looking further down the line. I'm already thinking about Gary Antuanne and Devin. And I'm like, hey, man, look, that might be his window of opportunity, not only to a title, but to get hands on a guy that you said you wanted to fight. And I tell you what, if he's at 140 whenever he comes back from his break, and you're a champion, man, you can start, talking, talk your talk. That's why I love this. 140 is fun, bro. People losing, it's a silver lining. Don't be hurt. Even if it's your guy, Gary Antuanne, my guy. Matias, I thought he was going to win. Them dudes both losing shakes up things. It makes boxing a lot more interesting. It lets you know upsets really do happen. Favorites don't always win. But at the same time, don't think Matias is any less of a monster. You got to show me from fight to fight that you're able to tame that beast that is Matias. Unless I start seeing him slow down or wear down, he's very dangerous still. So he's still one of them guys. Don't think Gary Antuanne is any less of the guy because he took a loss, right? Puello is just a good fighter as well. Just lets you know the depth of 140 and how they really, it's still open.
1000%, just. And also to keep in mind with my guy Matias, we've seen him take an L before, but how did he bounce back? You know, he rematched the guy that he lost to and stopped him the second time around. So who the hell knows what could play out in a rematch between him and Paro or any of these other guys at 140. Just like that one L doesn't mean that all of a sudden that this guy is lunch meat for all of these other guys at 140.
That's what I'm saying. Big B-Lo was good with it. Just checking in on me or ask for Gary Antuanne. Not immediately anyway, but he has an interesting opportunity looming for him because now that Devin Haney is champion in recess, Puello's elevated to the WBC champion. And now they're going to order him and Sandor Martin, who Devin Haney didn't really care to fight. So it's no surprise that he found a way not to do that. You know what I mean? But now you got Sandor and Puello, but you got Gary Antuanne being named as the mandatory to fight the winner. So that's great. I just hear one guy kind of taking some time off. That's cool. You're entitled to that. And I hear some potential good opportunities in the meantime. You know what I mean? That's what I hear. You know what I mean? And that's what we want. We want more good opportunities, more fights, more boxing. More fights, more boxing.
Shout out to Brandon Casanova. My guy said he shared the link even with his mom's. Mom Dukes like boxing too. That's what it is, bro. That's what's up. Yeah, Bole. I mean, Puello, he's one of them guys like Rancis Bartholomew, where they don't have these big names, but these guys got the pedigree. They know how to fight. And they find themselves in the ring with certain guys, and the other guy may be the marquee name, but you can't overlook this dude. This dude can fight.
Good, Jay. Right.
Puello is one of them dudes to me. Like
he is. Don't overlook him. Or you might
overlook him.
You know what I mean? And Gary Antuanne, not that he overlooked him, but you see exactly why. 140 is just what it is. It's deeper than it continues to be deeper than what people think. And especially when you get some upsets and more than one favorite, and we talking about quality favorites, both Matias and Gary is monsters. I don't care what nobody say. A loss don't change that. And they both take losses to unexpected, but both live underdogs. It just shows you the depth again. And when these dudes all get to mixing it up, I don't know now. It ain't no for sure wins as much as you think. It's a lot of toss-ups. Legacy, peace, family. It's a lot of toss-ups.
Especially when you factor in what my guy J.A. Dixon just factored in, because I was thinking the same thing. I kid you not, J.A. I thought that Gary Antuanne, he fought well, he fought hard, but I thought that maybe he fought a little bit too hard and didn't use his intellect as much as he could have.
Right.
And you see with Puello, that dude is all IQ. Everything he was doing was off the back foot. He's very observant and countering, placing his shots well, all that good stuff. I think that Gary Antuanne Russell, I know that he's got the pedigree, given that he's grown up in a fighting family. These guys, they've been doing this. They ain't new to this, none of them. So I think that they just got to get into that mindset that, like, you can't just steamroll everybody. Everybody ain't going for it.
That too. That's why I say lessons is good and adversity is good, man. Let's not demonize these dudes and crucify them for losses. How are they supposed to know exactly? I say this all the time, where you need to improve. Now he has a full 12-round fight that you can go and look at and say, hey, man, I made some mistakes here, this round. And then you go try to make those corrections and you get better. And that's why I say, why y'all hear me preach about the bounce back and the get back all the time, because that shit is so important. Like, everybody can lose on any given fight night, stepping inside the square circle, right? But that bounce back, it say a lot more about you. Are you able to process your mistakes and sharpen them up and make the necessary corrections from one fight to the next? Or is now what we seen in this fight being exploited? Is it now going to be a pattern from fight to fight now? Or right? Is this now an issue for you, right? These areas, are they real areas of concern, or just was this a fight where somebody just, got the ups on you and beat you, right? So you get to really see what these fighters is made of. Like, anybody, it's all good when you win it. How do you respond after a loss? Do it break you mentally? Do it slow you down? Do you sit and mope about it? This shit is real because you get riding high. Gary Antuanne, 100% KO ratio, and then boom, you run into a guy that not only takes your best shot, gives you some good shots of his own, and actually squeaks by and get a win up out of you. So you know, I can't wait to see this dude bounce back, and we could really see what he made of. I think that's gonna say a lot.
I'm with you 1000%. Just that's what we really gotta wait and see. As we were talking about earlier, sometimes it's not even so much a matter of guys being flawed and so on and so forth. It's not a flaw until it's like everybody can exploit it. So like you just alluded to, moving forward, if he's able to do whatever's necessary, whatever's requisite to get the win in that given match, implements and executes, then we can say, okay, this guy is a little bit more complete, a little bit more nuanced than we had previously believed. So I think the jury's still out. And then also, it ain't like he got his ass whooped either. Like you said, Puello, he just edged it out in the eyes of the judges. They felt that he was a little bit more clean, a little bit more prim and proper with his work. And that's all it was. It's not like he got whooped from pillar to post or something like that. He's got nothing to hang his hat on.
That's why we really got to look at these fights so we can make sure these assessments is clean when we giving them. Like, I ain't just willing to be up here saying anything. That's why I say, man, I blame boxing a bit for you know, people's overreaction of what happens when you see a good fight. Oh, somebody got exposed. Not when they relatively of the same, you know, kind of level or kind of in the similar points of their career. Maybe one just a couple steps ahead. Like, no, there's no exposed going on. There's, you know, some things got put on display. I like to say maybe your deficiencies, as I call it, got exploited, or, you know, for the fight. You get what I'm saying? Or God showed you some areas where you just need to sharpen up and get better. But that's just part of what boxing is. So it's, you know, it's one thing to keep winning, but it's different to respond after a loss, man, because it say a lot more about you. You know what I'm saying? We learn more about Antuanne Russell, I bet, in this loss in a comeback fight than we did any of those other knockouts. Guaranteed, just 2 fights alone. So it's just very important, man, to allow these dudes an opportunity to bounce back, see what they look like, instead of just writing them off. So I don't think he got exposed. I think Matias is every bit of a monster he's always been. Just think his weakness has always been what they was, and he ran into a guy that was able to put those on display for the night. You get what I'm saying? And it's not even a fight where I feel like they would a rematch. I got Parra winning 100% again. Like, it was one of them. And it's the same thing with Puello and Gary Antuanne. So good fights, man. Good fights. 140 is thriving. I want to see what Parra do next. I see Bola, you said Hitchens and Parra. It's a good fight. I like it. Jermaine Wood, what's good, fam? Antoine needs to take his career into his own hands, leave his brothers, and find a real boxing trainer. Get to working on his defense. It's always tough, man, because they're family, man. They just got something. I get the you know, I get the angle though, for sure. I mean, I'll say this, right? I get it's probably some comfortability there, some trust that's already established there. He got to see a reason to want to switch that up, man. The only thing I can say is while I'm with y'all somewhat on exploring that as a possibility, be only if his brother is definitely still planning on fighting, because I could just imagine how difficult that's going to be. You got a guy that's looking to enter the prime of his career, you toward the end of yours. Thinking in a weird way it's kind of fair to his career for him to have somebody that could 100% lock on what he's doing and not have to spend, you know, divvy that time up between trainer and fighter. I think that's difficult. That's a lot. Then he later in his career where, I don't know. It's tough, man. It's tough. Drago was good with it. Probably about to quit at the 6th round. He was hurt. Yeah, he weathered some storms. He had to. That's why I say we only sometimes just look at the result and we go right to saying, well, see, Matias ain't no monster. And you know who had that kind of approach? And it surprised me because he's a boxer, former boxer, retired boxer, Chris Algieri. He was like, see, he had this like I told you so type of. I was like, what? Like, dude ain't go through hell to get that win. What are you talking about? I could see if, you know, we were saying he's some type of monster and somebody really just got in here and tamed him. Oh, that wasn't that. That most certainly was not that. That wasn't that, bro. Like, that Parra got took through the you know, ringer. See, so what it do, family? He did not get out of there unscathed at all. They made it seem like he just had a easy, like a coast, like he coasted in there. Hell no. He had to fight his ass off in there. Stanionis fired Shelly Finkel. He will manage his career. Perfect opportunity for Eddie to make the Boots unification next. Wow. Salute to my guy, LWBoxing. The fax machine strikes again. Didn't know that. Didn't know that. Great idea, too.
That's interesting.
Hell yeah. Wow, he's going to manage his own career. He fired Shelly Finkel. Man. Yeah, Eddie got to make the fight, man. Real Malachi, Raw's Boxing. What's good, champ? How you feeling? Haney will be back? Yeah, he'll be back, bro. Title defense, yeah. And it's all about, it's all just about some accountability and understanding that, you know, y'all all make mistakes in fights, you know what I mean? And you all got room to grow. And then this is where you could really see if you can get better from this, right? You know what I mean? You could come back and make these corrections because people let's just be real. You know how people are. Not only do we overreact, but the boxing world, like the peers, they be like licking their chops. So people gonna feel like they seen some things in there that they can go out there and exploit, and they gonna come and approach these fights with a different level of confidence that didn't exist at a certain level once before the law. So you looking at people coming to give you their best with the mentality now that they really got an opportunity to beat you because they seen a guy. How many people probably feel like they're better than Ryan at 140? They like, man, he did that? Yeah, let me get him. Like, so he dealing with that. And the good thing about it is you got options. I don't think that performance scares people away from you. I think it does the opposite. So it'd be all right. Gabriel, what's good with it, fam? Got to lead PBC like 3 times a year. Yeah, nah, he need activity for sure. For sure. Flossy Sports TV was good with it, Flossy. Yeah, inactivity be killing these fighters. And I think it's a real big it's a heavy deciding factor in when these guys be losing sometimes, or just how some of these performances look. Like no doubt in my mind, like a more, you know, Gary Antoine just need to be busy, bro. And especially why I say busy, because he ended fights early. So he definitely can't. You get what I'm saying? He don't need these gaps in activity because it's essentially like 2 gaps. You have a big gap before you fight, then you fight. You end the fight a couple rounds, and then another. You know what I mean? It's not mathing right. So you need to, especially when you got guys that's really, you know, coming to win, like a Alberto Puello. He was not coming to lay down. He tried every round to win. So what's good with it, Gertz? Appreciate you, bro. Doesn't hit the same anymore. Yeah, he done take the L, right?
Took a little luster off. The bully is a little bit diminished.
Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Now the interviews ain't hitting the same, but nah, we still rock with him. But my thing is, I say this: it's easy to criticize him, but man, fight him. I'm talking about the fighters, not us. Like we gonna do what we do, but the ones that's like, you see. Nah, I don't see. I want to see you in there. That's what I see. I want to see next. Like, what we talking about here? Like, get that mentality. Not go for any boxer in boxing. I don't care who it is. Nothing personal. Don't give me that because somebody lost. You could be like, see, now we ain't got to fight him. I told you, nah. Now you get in there with him. Show me. And I don't believe in leftovers. So, you won't hear me saying that. He fighting such and such leftovers. Hell nah. You don't dare call Matias leftovers. You gotta show me he leftovers by beating his ass. Show me he just a thing of the past, or he ain't this monster. I need to see this on a case-by-case basis before I could just think he ain't dangerous. That dude is very dangerous and he's effective doing what he does, man. And he just had a guy in Liam Parrow that had a game plan, shit ton of heart, good enough pop behind the punches. You know what I mean? And he was working. He came to win. That's what happens when you got somebody coming to win. And Matias, shame on him, because he said after the fight, he ain't had no game plan or something like that. Said he ain't had no game plan.
It looked like
what you doing there? You just went there winging it. Hey, yeah, of course you could lose a fight. For sure. For sure. I don't care how dangerous you think. You still need a game plan. You can't just go in there and just go. Like, nah, this not at this level. Parrow in here trying to win for real, dude. He can box.
Mm-hmm.
D Free was good with it. Hitchens and Parrow, yeah, it's a great fight, Malachi. I like that one. I like it. I like Hitchens, period. I like to see all these dudes get their chances, and it's crazy. The more we talk about 140, the more we keep bringing up the names. Hitchens, Lemos, a rematch. Look, Pugilis, I ain't even against that fight either because it was a damn good one the first time. You get what I'm saying? I feel like Hitchens, though, for me, if he is who I think he is, I think he's the kind of guy that could fight you and get better. You know what I'm saying? Get tested, get better, get sharper. I think he can do that. He needed that. This is what people don't get. They only see it one way. Like, man, he got tested and almost lost. He needed that, bro. That shit makes you better. If you really of that ilk, you need those kind of performances. You need somebody to test you. You need a fight where it's not going your way. And you, and again, you think you on your game now, but then you have one of those close calls, as you want to say, or somebody that really push you like, man, now I got to raise my shit. So I think he wanted them. I expect that. I ain't about to say when he get in the ring, you're going to just see this totally different fighter, but I think you will see a guy that really committed himself to getting better and being sharp. Like we know he could be better than that, but those performances, those kind of tests, them shits build character. They make you better. You don't need it to be easy all the time. I'm telling you. You don't want it to all come all on one night. You don't want to just get in there in the ring and it's like, oh shit, what's going on? You want this to, as you going up there, yeah, get tested, man. Get dirty, get roughed up a little bit, lose some rounds, man. Get put through something, man. Like get rocked a little bit, get hit with some shots, be forced to tie up, be forced to get on your bike, maneuver, recover, get a second win, any of that shit. Like, how is these dudes supposed to get better? Like, we almost asking for people to just be perfect every single time. And then when they do that, we say they boring, especially a pure boxer. Like, shit, that should be the fight everybody love from Hitchens because he didn't get the chance to just move around, right? That dude, Lemos, made him fight, right? We entertaining fight. That's what we should have wanted to see. And you got to see him get cracked, take shots, and keep fighting, trying to figure it out. That's all you can ask for. It's like, we only see the cons. Like, it's so many pros. Like, he actually got his hand raised. He fought hard. He weathered some storms, man. He had to figure it out. He had to keep fighting. His gas tank and conditioning was tested. All this shit, you need that. You need that to get better. I truly believe it. BVO, what's good with it, fam? Gotta get tested, bro. They're trying to build Haney like Pretty Boy Floyd. Yeah, they got to abandon ship on that one, Brody. The BN Boxing News, my guy. How you feeling, bro? Yeah, they got to abandon ship because the only person they need to be is Devin the Dream Haney. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, it's always gonna work better being the one and only you, the original, instead of trying to be a carbon copy of anybody, even if they're as great as a Floyd Mayweather. Them shoes are extremely big shoes to fill in every way, shape, or form. And I ain't saying don't go for it. Like, go for what you know. But, man, outdo you, man. That you versus you battle. I'm big on that. I mean, don't look at what Mayweather did for a second and be like, yeah, you know what? I'm about to outdo him. Nah, I'm about to outdo me every time I get in here. And I'm going to keep making people talk about me by putting these wins and performances together.
Yep.
I mean, yes, RIP to Roy Jones Jr.'s son, man. That is just tragic, bro.
It is
crazy, bro. That shit hit me when I read it, and the thing is just real quick. I'm glad I had the camera on. It sat me for a quick second on here. I was like, man, I just feel that, just like, man, damn, bro. But yeah, man, R.I.P. to the Roy Jones Jr.'s son, man. Till Pretty Boy Floyd reincarnated.
Well, I'll say this, Just, you gotta look at Floyd's career in its totality and really, really go back and look at those fights, not just the record, not just the resume, but actually watch the fights. He had some moments where he was out there being tested. Like the Chop Corley fight.
Hell yeah.
He got clipped with a hellacious shot.
Hell yeah.
Was damn near out on his feet.
Yeah. Man.
You seen his face when he fought Emmanuel Augustus. He was bleeding all out his nose and everything.
Yeah.
So it's not just, it wasn't all just pretty.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He could have very well called himself Gritty Boy Mayweather,
you know
not just Pretty Boy. But it was
broke the hand in the fight, had to take the knee.
Right.
I mean, he had a fight. I forget. I'm so mad. Yeah, y'all got a part of me that I can't remember the guy that was pushing him, and he made the guy punch himself out, and he quit on the stool. I can't remember. It was on the come up. It was Pretty Boy, but man.
Torn rotator cuff against Castillo. So it wasn't just.
And now he lost that fight.
And then he ran it back.
I understand it, man. That dude's special, yeah. And then he did all of that just to end up telling Chop, shut up and fight. Shut up and fight. Right. Man, Floyd is a dog. I'm telling you why. And he's one of the only fighters that I think, if you check, he might have all his fights on YouTube. It was like that for a second. All of them.
Cotto had blood streaming out his nose too. So
yeah,
it's like, yeah, he got the dub, but all of those fights weren't easy fights.
Cotto had his shit leaking.
And I think that's what the fighters have to look at as well. Don't just
crazy,
watch the highlights. Look at the fights in their totality and see how they play it out and the adjustments that had to be made from round to round. And to your point about
uppercut.
To your point about Richardson Hitchens. When you're a guy like that, when you like to box from the outside and use your jab and all that stuff, it's good to have a fight like that. So you learn how to behave when you got a guy he don't give a fuck about your jab and he's going to encroach your space.
Yeah, he got his own jab and it's hard, right? Straight and it's hard coming down the pipe, busting your nose. His nose was bloody. That was the most I think I seen his nose bleed in the fight. Cotto had his shit. Even with that, I still thought that performance was beautiful because it's not all about being perfect. Like, it's being tested. Y'all don't even understand. These dudes is pushing him and he getting through it. And he ain't the puncher in the fight, but he buckles him late and almost stopped him. I was like, bro, this dude is just special, man. Special. Every performance, man. Something different. Yeah, man.
Like Zoom verse just alluded to, man. The Zab fight, too. Zab was getting off early on. He was getting off early on in that fight, and then Floyd had to turn it around.
Appreciate you, bro. Yeah, man, I loved it. He went over there. I made him punch himself out. I was just like, yo, because when you watching the fight, you like, yo, what is he doing? Languishing on the ropes. The shit that we've seen just get somebody stretched. Like, think about how good you got to be able to spend that much time on the ropes without meeting that fate getting stopped or something or just beat down on. Bro, that dude didn't come out on the stool or something, quit on the stool. I seen Floyd run over there. You know how he always talk. I made him punch himself out. I was like, yo, this dude's special. And he fought the fight as if he knew he was going to do it. Like, you looking like, damn, why he just sitting there? Like, man, he's like, in his mind, he like, I know he can't keep up with this shit. And the minute he stopped, I'm going to step it up, man. Before he could even kick in the gear, dude was out of there. He just quit on the stool. I was like, this dude's special. He gets stoppages each and every way. Victories all types of ways, bro. All types of ways. Martin thought he was him on the ropes. Yeah, Martin got drunk with his success. That's what I call it. He won't agree to it, but that's how I say it. It's almost like a hypnotizing, hypnotism that take place with Tank. I swear. And before you know it, you in this loop and you doing shit that you shouldn't be doing. and then you just giving them the opportunities. They just coming. Like it's just in a matter of time, and then he's striking. It's like, oh, well, there you go.
Well,
it's like that every time.
Want to say around the 15-second mark in the fourth round, Tank landed that counter left hand to the body, and as that light-skinned philosopher from Canada once said, nothing was the same, bro.
Yeah. Bro,
it was over after that, man. After that shot he landed to the body.
Coach Kenny was holding the joint for him to hit the way he's just placing these punches. Yeah. Look at the way he attacked him. It's very reminiscent of how he was hitting. I'm just like, bro, you can't be there for them. I'm gonna say this until somebody show me otherwise. Better be tough as hell, or don't be there for those shots right there, man. Nah, that dude getting a lot. He got his technique. I say it all the time and keep saying it. That torque, turning his punches over, man, timing, all of that shit it factor in, and the placement of the shot was key too. He's placing nothing wasteful. I'm like, yo, and you hear them, they clubbing them ones, boom, boom, boom. I'm just like, I know these joints hurting, bro.
Hell yeah, they was hurting.
You got Tank with a couple clean, good body shots. I said, I know them joints, boy.
Because that one that he landed, man, at that 15-second mark, that count, you hear the collective from the crowd when that shit landed, and you hear the impact of it. It sounded like you hit my man with a bat, and then not only that, but Frank momentarily, like he was about to pivot. He was mid pivot and just froze in his tracks. And then caught a 2-piece after that. Like his body just couldn't react. It seemed like his mind knew what he wanted to do, but the legs were just not cooperating. They started getting heavy.
Can't be there for them shots. Stick and move, kids. Stick and move. Tank had Frank biting on every feint. Yeah, once that happens though, it's tough. You can't get it. Once you jittery like that, it's gonna be tough. Floyd versus Corrales, Tank and Dad would look like man. I tell you what, just after seeing how things played out in their most recent fights, boy, oh boy. Corrections got to be made before you can convince me he beats him. Sorry. Jab my ass. Not when I say, and it's crazy. It was Ryan was the guy able to point out that technical flaw, that error. It was crazy to see. I was like, wow, I never looked at it quite that closely. And now you see it and you've seen the opening. And I'm like, wow, all it takes is one.
Even when he's just standing in position and he got his guard up, he always keep his right hand right here.
Right.
Kind of like in the center of his chest. He doesn't
right.
Doesn't keep it up here. He keeps it right here.
Flaw. Take a Loma. How does it end? Well, shit, let's see. Coach Kenny said, boom. Phase number 3, studying Lomachenko. Why all of a sudden these Lomachenko highlight videos are popping up? Are they supposed to be intimidating or something? He won't see the 12th round with Gervonta Davis. Boom. Spoken like a coach. But nah, all jokes aside, look, I'll play another quick one real quick, a little clip I think I got in here with somebody speaking about Tank fighting Loma on the Boxing Voice. Salute to them. I think I still got it in here.
Gervonta Tank Davis is the culture. Like, he's not like the face of boxing, that's still Canelo, but for the culture, Tank's the guy. Like, around Arizona, every black barbershop that you went to, they was like, where are we going to get the Tank fight at? They was going to steal it, but Tank is their guy. Like, and like you said, Ness, when you go to a Tank fight, it's like a movie. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got the Yams there, Lambos. Tank is officially the culture's fighter. In Black America, Tank is the guy. That's the default fighter. If you don't know nothing about boxing, you're going to know Gervonta Tank Davis. Kids know about Tank Davis. Tank is the culture right now. And yes, he is exciting. When you buy a Tank fight, you're going to see a knockout. Except against Vasyl the Machine Lomachenko. He's going to take the most punishment in his life against Lomachenko. He will beat Lomachenko, but he will be robbed by the judges, as Loma always is.
So that was interesting. He said he's going to take the most punishment he's ever took against Loma. That's very interesting, but I think if Loma is fighting a fight where he would to dish out the kind of punishment that bro talking about, Loma would have to be very offensive, and he'll have to start early. We know Tank has the tendency to start slower right as he downloads the data. But he has the ability to start fast if he has to. Don't ever forget it. But I think, for him to put up the type of performance that dude is talking about, respect to his opinion, salute to him. I get it. You know what I mean? You feel like Loma just present a look that Tank hasn't quite seen yet as a professional. Maybe that's the route he going with it. So, I mean, I get it. But in terms of punishment, for him to dish out punishment, he going to have to take chances, and taking those chances will leave him open. He'll be susceptible to getting countered, hit with shots. I seen him against Teo. I know he said the shoulder, but shit, he waited for 7 rounds. Say if he was to do that, you know what I mean? I don't anticipate he would, but to dish out that kind of punishment, he's gonna have to be switched on. He's gonna have to be the Matrix in there, and I just don't think Tank will allow that. So I don't see him taking the most punishment he took in his life. Maybe, I don't know. Punishment. Why? Maybe it's just the word I'm stuck on, punishment. I don't see it. I mean, but I do think Loma could present a great challenge for him. That's why we want to still see the fight. You know what I'm saying? I like Loma. He still shows you that he got some tread left on that tire and look like a dude that should retire. And look old to me. People keep calling him old, but I keep asking people, and I have yet to get a definitive answer that's reasonable. What are we basing it off that he's old? Like, are we basing it off the actual number, the age, or what? Because ain't Crawford older than him? So, and I'm just saying age is age. You saying he old? I don't see it. The fight's not showing me that. I mean, he gave Teofimo hell in the second half of the fight. Shit, who else? Devin Haney, hell, in the fight. Close at nail biter. You know what I'm saying? Then goes out there and stop Kambosos. So I don't know. He don't look like a guy that need to go nowhere to me. He looked like a guy that fresh off a knockout win, looking like he rewounded the clock a couple years, and you know he got a title, and he looked like he should be defending that title. And if you can't, Shakur can't get him, then why not Tank? That's how I look at it. If Shakur can't get the Loma fight, then why not Tank? Corey Fangs, what's good, family? How you feeling, bro? I ain't mad at it. Dre Noble in the building. Was good with it, bro.
That's a hell of a take by that gentleman on the Boxing Voice, man.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm curious how he sees that unfolding. Like, what is the route to that coming to fruition? Like, what the hell does Loma have to do to make that so? Because I started watching some I think even with him being the Matrix is
still
tough.
You know what I mean? Because he in there with a guy now that can match you athletically. Like, yeah, you got feet and your angles, but you got a guy that can keep up with those things. So those advantages that you typically have over other guys in those departments won't be the same way against this guy. And again, your margin for error is wild.
No, it's very,
he ain't taking
very,
them shots.
very
I don't care. I don't give a damn. He ain't taking too many of them joints over and over.
And there are certain things that Lomachenko does just with his technique that I think play into Tank's hands. Like, for one, if you watch when he throws his left hand, a lot of times he kind of falls in a little bit. Now, with most guys, to the point that you made previously, he's got the edge in athleticism and quickness, agility. So he's able to reconcile. Like, whenever he does overcommit a tad bit, he can pivot out. But with Tank, we just saw, a lot of stuff that Frank Martin was doing with other guys, being able to turn them with his feet and all that stuff. Every time he took a turn, Tank turned with his ass. He took a step back, Tank took a step forward. He took a step to his left, Tank took a step to his right. He looked like his damn shadow in there. And that ring got very small. And the one thing about Lomachenko is, we know this, he prefers to come forward. I was watching a couple of his fights. I watched the fight with Jermaine Ortiz, the one with Luke Campbell, the one with Teo. And very seldom will you see this guy actually punch when he's moving backwards.
Right.
Damn near everything is when he's coming forward.
Yeah.
Even if he's using angles, he'll use the angle, he'll shift, then he'll fire. But very rarely will you see him actually throwing punches when he's moving backwards. He's in a very defensive posture. Then the other thing is this. Go watch his past couple of fights and see how many times you actually see this guy defend the body.
Right.
Shit, George Kambosos literally 40 seconds into the fight had his whole left side red from right hands.
Right. He did.
40 seconds into the fight.
He gives up body shots a lot.
He'll give them up.
Damn, and Tank looked like
Devin Haney was having a field day with that right hand to the body.
For sure. Same deal, right? So he just, like, I think it's safe to say he's just susceptible to body shots. The way he positions his hands too is almost like the elbows. They don't, you got them short arms. That space is there. His rib cage is available to be punched on. All you gotta do is go.
You see what Ricky Williams just said, and that's how Kambosos was catching him. Whenever Loma was going to use them angles, when he was pivoting out, Kambosos just fired a shot. He just fired a shot straight to the body.
Right.
Catch him as he's pivoting out. Catch him as he's backing out. Catch him as he's turning. Because he's not going to defend the body. He's going to keep the hands up here, and like you said, he's got them short ass arms. He's not. Pardon me. He's not like Pitbull Cruz, where he's got a small torso where he could guard everything. You know what I mean? Tuck in. No.
Smaller target, he can't do it. Yeah. You don't have the luxury. That's right. And it's a game of inches, and a guy like Tank takes advantage of those things. And again, the more you watch him, the more you pay attention to these training videos, and then you really paying attention to how he executing in the fight. It's very efficient. Like, I think they train this man for efficiency. That's the way he approaches a fight, for efficiency. Understand that I don't need to do too much. What I need to do, and it's intentful and purposeful. Like I said, everything is for a reason in there. Every move in there, and I think he's very calculated. That's what makes him very dangerous. You know what I mean? Like, you just be thinking, oh, it's just this, the power this, or again, they always say the same shit. So it's like, nah, man, you missing it, and you missing the setups. What about the setup? What about the combination that the one of the throwaway punches? That's what I call it. That he threw right before he slipped the left uppercut in there. Like, what the hell? Yep. Shit was pretty.
Occupy him with that right hook. Man. And yo, the ill thing is this too, just throughout the fight, he was throwing that right hook, but typically it was succeeded with a straight left hand.
Right.
In that exchange, instead of throwing a straight left, now he came from underneath. Right. And then also just with Frank, with his tendency to he keep his guard up high as hell. Yeah, he keep it up high like this. And then also sometimes he'll just probe. He'll just keep that lead hand extended. So he said himself, he didn't see that punch come from underneath. So that's a nice little adjustment. Yep.
Split the guard on, blinded him with the right, split him with the left, finished him with the left.
Yep.
That's why I say, man, y'all missing them setups. Keep talking about that power. You keep talking about the power, you're missing it for you. And Jean Reach, sources say, yeah, Gertz got them T-Rex for sure. So I Devin won the fight. Body shots, I think so too, Kello. I think early putting rounds in the bank, going to the body. I think he caught Loma a little off guard with the approach too. I think he was thinking more of a chess match early. Devin kind of pushed the pace a little bit, forced it to be a fight for him in spots. And I think it worked well for him the early part of the fight for sure. Early rounds for sure.
I could also see a situation where in which Tank, being somebody who utilizes the high guard himself, understands the cons of being in the high guard, which is like it's a little bit easier for you to get pinned up, get framed. And we've seen he's adept on the inside. So I can see him taking advantage of Loma's high guard in that regard. The uppercut, throwing shots underneath because the hands are so damn high.
MJ
throwing shots right up. Another way I could see it happening. Another thing about Loma, again, like with him being super front foot heavy in some fights. What's that fight that he had? Linares. When Linares pushed him back, he looked to close the gap almost immediately.
Right.
Pardon me.
Nah, it's good.
And then when he stepped in, he overcommitted, and then Linares was able to send that straight right hand right down the middle.
Right.
So you could just time him on the entry just based off of his eagerness to recapture the real estate that he just lost. Right. So you push him back, he's gonna press forward. He ain't gonna stay back.
Right.
And if he does stay back, then you just keep pushing him back. And more often than not, he's not gonna let his hands go when he's going backwards. He's just gonna keep that high guard up and look to move perpetually until he can, try to get his stuff off. But he's climbing up a steep hill, Loma.
Yeah. And salute to Cuzzo. I see you. Yeah, good point. Like, I think the backstory as far as like what Tank and Loma got Shakur don't have as much as just wanting to fight them being on the same side and, Bob not being able to deliver it for one reason or another. But in terms of like reason why I say either order, and it's obviously not going to be Shakur with him having a fight and his situation is different. Then hell yeah, give him the Tank. All the narratives get put to bed. They could. We real boxing fans. We don't push narratives. Like if that man was looking like a guy that needed to retire, of course I wouldn't be calling for this fight. But like I say, fresh off a knockout win, body shot win, impressive. I think it's been a little second since he got a knockout win, and he looked good doing it the whole way. So. Got a title. If you didn't want to compete at the top, why are you still winning championships? Like, why are we doing this? Why are we babying guys that remember this is the high tech, fastest 3-division world champion and all this stuff, right? To 2 gold medals and been in the Olympics 399 and 1 or whatever the damn record is. So, as long as you are in boxing and you have a version of a title, you have a piece of the championship, you should be able to fight in unifications with other titleists, point blank. Tank is one of them. If it ain't gonna be Shakur, like I said, there's some backstory there with the Tank was ducking him and all this. And remember he was saying, it's this little clip, man. It's real short, but I think this was what people was talking about with Tank, but they never like added the little context to it. So I think he said it shortly in this. Let me.
That he wants you to fight Lomachenko next without even consulting you. Hey, Tank.
Talking to me?
Yeah.
I felt when I said I was forced into the first title fight, then there you go. There you go. He talking to another fighter without talking to me and that promotional management.
Now, again, real quick, I'm glad it was short and brief. You see it, because that's the clip that's the quote, or that people hold him to, and they added no context to it. Oh, he's saying they being forced in the title shots, and he crying, and then you ain't listen to what he said. Don't you can't level with him as a fighter. How are you talking to everybody else about a fight and making a fight but me? What the hell? That's not how it go. Like, what? Like, how am I not part of this, but I'm part of this? I'm taking the punches, and I'm not doing no protection for him. I just hated how nobody, simple as hell, to add context to what he said. Y'all just making it seem like he whining about opportunities and not being willing to step to the plate. No, he like, bro, how are you going to other people, other fighters, and you talking to them and not me, and I don't know what's going on. Then when I you open up your phone and you see, you like, hey, I'm fighting who? He like, what? Oh, you think about putting me in with who? He like, but no previous conversation. You don't see how he feel? Like, he like, bro, that's wild. That's all. And again, he been put in some situations. I'm pretty sure like all of that stuff ain't just him being, how people say it. There's some truth to that shit. Look at how things are now. And look, he came out of all them situations on top. So they continue to kind of like slide him. That shit ain't working. He just continue to grow. So he just added context to that. He wasn't just like, how people made it seem, or, what I mean? You got to holler at the fighter at least, bro. It's like, why I shouldn't be the last one to know. Like, damn, you mean to tell me social media got to be for me and I'm about to actually fight? So ain't nothing wrong with that. That ain't protocol. He know it. You know what I'm saying? Kirk Douglas was good, my guy. And just simply, if you could stop Loma's rhythm, yeah, you can give him major issues. Loma builds momentum over the rounds. He's definitely a rhythm fighter. I said that for years. I agree 1,000,000%. Can't let him settle into that rhythm. And what I noticed with Loma is once he start to get into a rhythm, you start to see him put rounds together. That's typically where he put rounds together. You notice that he ain't do nothing for a whole 6-7 rounds or so, whatever, with Teo. When he started, did you see how when he go? Devin Haney started off strong. Loma started picking it up. When you see him put the rounds together, he put the rounds together. But see, Devin, right in time, he was able to kind of slow it down that's typically where he start to take over in a fight. When he start to put them rounds together, that's when he be cooking and he be in rhythm, and it'd be hard to slow him down. But if you can stop it, like Rick said, you could eliminate a lot of that shit and you keep him more tamed, as I call it, where he's not in rhythm, where he ain't having, success with the angles and just, ooh and the eye and the crowd, they go crazy for everything he do. You know what I'm saying? And that he showboat, they love it. I ain't never seen nothing like it. Loma could showboat you. They gonna be like, you see that? Dare you to be somebody else, you showboat. Boy, they gonna go crazy. Same ones that love Loma showboating and going crazy, they had killed Ben Whitaker for what he done. Ben finna sleep something this weekend. I got Ben beating Estrada. Will he knock him out? Remains to be seen. Is he that long in the tooth? I don't know just yet, but I definitely got Bam. I think he just on the come up. He got momentum on his side. He continue to kind of like just get better. He know how to put performances together, bro. He know how to put it together on the night. He don't leave a lot of gaps in his performances and stuff like that. You don't really watch his fights and feel like he missing a whole lot. He know how to get it done. That's why he's a winner. Robert Garcia got him one for sure.
And Bam got some nastiness to him too, to go along with the skills. Like the guy can box and he can fight.
I'm talking about real. Yeah, resumes. I mean, look, I always felt like that's a better conversation when the fighter's career is over. For me, like it's still a conversation to be had while they're active, of course. But I think it's a more fitting one when it's all said and done. When you got the whole body of work, where they ain't fighting no more, they ain't add no more fights to the resume, and you can just say what it is or what it ain't, or what you think it is or it ain't. But for me, like I said, I just continue to learn more and more through not only through good conversation, through experiences, seeing these fights play out. That resumes, like I said, just don't have nothing to do with that night. You get what I'm saying? As much as it do with you like performing to the level. Because you get what I'm saying? You set a standard, and again, every night you might not have that same type of night. You get what I'm saying? And what happens when you don't have your typical night in the office? You get what I'm saying? Is it just adversity, you get through it and still win? Or is it adversity, you look bad, look rough, and you take an L? So It's just yeah. Again, man, even them resumes it's subjective, man. It's all what you do on that night. You could have beat King Kong the fight before, you know what I'm saying? But if you don't get in there and perform like you did on that night, then you get what I'm saying. It just don't really matter that much. I think Keyshawn even beat Loma. Loma getting up there, man, for sure, but he's still a hell of a fighter. I like what I see in Keyshawn. As I think time goes, more development on his side, I think he'll get better. I like what I'm seeing so far, though. And a lot of times we be saying some of the most accomplished guys are not ready and they need to develop. Some of the more accomplished guys in the sport, that's kind of far-fetched. Like everybody I think can, develop to a certain degree, but that's almost just make them sound like they're prospects and not champions. I think at that point they just continue to sharpen the tools and try to add things if possible. But all that developing, because I think you get to a point where you are who you are. Like just how you hear certain fighters say every single fight they get better and better. At a certain point, I believe there's a cap to that in my mind. But I feel like I understand it as a fighter for them to believe that they can get better from fight to fight. But in reality, that's you just are who you are. So I think these dudes, man, especially when you multiple divisions in, multiple time champion, it's just a matter of staying where you at. You get what I'm saying? And continuing to perform at the standard that you put out. All that developing, like I don't think they're no longer in the developmental stage is what I'm saying. I'm saying you can't ever get better, but developing, that's just a different word.
Yeah. Now it's just a matter about refining what you got.
Exactly. Better word for it, refining.
Take what you got and then it's like a sculpting.
Mm-hmm.
You just got to just chisel off the little bit of excess and keep chiseling
Mm-hmm.
and
right,
get it as lean and refined as possible.
Mm-hmm. Right, man. So, man, look, man, we got some I think we got some good. We should have a good start to this July coming up. Teo fight. Is it this weekend, I believe? I think it's this weekend for Teo. And Teo been a hot topic because he been going off, and I left some stones unturned yesterday. I ain't played a full interview. He was saying a bunch of stuff, you know what I mean? He went in on Rolly a bit. You know what I mean? So, and again, everything he say ain't crazy. Some of the stuff he say is real. You could level with him and understand him. But again, for me, when a guy spend that much time on an interview, because that was exceptionally long. Like when I seen it, I thought I was tripping. I thought maybe they brought him in later in the show. Nah, he was there the whole 2 hours and damn near 2.5 hours. So I'm like, he spent a very large portion of that interview talking about all the guys that it sound like he won't fight. And I'll be damned if I don't revisit this and I got it cooking for it. Nah, bro, you don't get to conveniently safe call out as Terrence Crawford, a guy that's about to fight at 54.
So you mean to tell me that Terrence Crawford isn't being protected?
Right. I'm saying
being sheltered from Teofimo Lopez.
Right. They hiding him from Teo, man.
They hiding him.
I mean, not that he wasn't the guy that was waiting outside of medicals, as your father told us on the internet. Like that's not the guy, you know what I'm saying? Like, but that's the guy that's ducking you, okay? So you conveniently, and this is, look, I like Teofimo. Let me start off by saying this. Y'all know my disclaimer. I don't tear down the fighter, but I don't like his mentality in this instant. You tear down potential future opponents, possible guys that you can fight by picking different bones with each of these guys. If it's your core, you need to stay in his lane and possibly go back down to 130 and 26. Now you're a manager. You know what I'm saying? You're a manager all of a sudden, but now you need to go down and do all this weird stuff and stay in his lane. Tank pussy and won't fight you, or so you say, but Terrence Crawford is ducking you. And Devin Haney, I forget what the story is with him, but I don't like how you conveniently got a bone to pick with all of these people, but it sound personal and not in the ring. What is your deal? Dude, you can fight these dudes. Beat them. That's what I want to hear. I don't want to hear you talk crazy about them. I want to hear you talk crazy about what you're going to do to them when you get them in the ring, because can't none of these dudes beat you. That's what I want to hear. Shakur calling me out. Okay, get your ass up to 140 where you know him at, and let's do it. Like, that's what I want to hear. And I know stay in your lane. You telling Keyshawn don't call you out. T.O., you both. You talking crazy about all these fighters. You calling people out their name and all types of stuff, but you essentially taking them off the table as future opponents. Who exactly are you going to fight, dude? That's what I'm saying. Like, who you going to fight? You can't just
clearly everybody is avoiding this guy just like the damn bubonic plague, and the only one with the gall, the only one audacious enough to dare confront this man is Steve Claggett.
Steve Claggett.
That's the only one with the heart.
You know what I'm saying? Knowing that you had options with Muay Elvis Rodriguez, and like I said, I keep thinking that third one was Kenneth Sims, if I'm not mistaken. But you had 3 credible names that resonate with everybody in here far more than Steve Claggett. No slight to him, but I did my little bit of research. I ain't do it full. Did my little background check. I see that he's pretty much a hometown guy. That's a showcase fight. In my research and my history to the past, whenever I see a guy that's usually fighting mostly somewhere, and then they start, they fight a guy like a Tio or something like that, and they forced to fight outside of where they normally fight, they lose. And when you look at a Teofimo, that's obviously a guy that's still invested in, and I just don't think that's the guy that beat him. Oh, it was Kenneth Sims, right? So again, those Kenneth Sims, we all know him. He slept on at 140. You got Elvis Rodriguez, great fight. Even the Muay moving up at 140 would have been an interesting option as opposed to Steve Claggett, is all I'm saying. So, but that none of them is cool. None of them. I can understand Muay Thai. I'll give you a break. He's 35. But the other two, come on now. Steve Claggett, bro, come on, man. But you want to fight Crawford. That's why I have a problem with the Crawford call out. So if anybody didn't get that, it's nothing personal. I just don't believe it because, again, if you trying to chase down fighters like that, that's you talking about the best in the world. Then that means in my mind, and this I could be wrong. This is just how I think. In my mind, if you chasing down Crawford type level opposition, and when you get options to choose from 4 people, you're going to choose the steepest one or somebody of some substance, right? You're not going to choose a guy that nobody that doesn't resonate with the people that you can't really even sell. That we just going to have to, see it for what it is. It's a showcase fight for you. It's a fight for you to look good. And I like I said, I kind of understand it because his last outing was rough with Jermaine Ortiz. So now he got to go back on par with what he been putting out at 140. He had that up, down. His last one was a down. This one should be an up for sure. You know what I'm saying? That's how I see it. Silver versus Elvis would be like HBO After Dark type of fight. I'm telling you, man, Bole, banger. That's a banger, but nope. Nah, we can't get that though. But we can get you hearing you calling out Crawford and Timothy Bradley giving you credit for doing it. Yeah, he wants to smoke, man. Tim Bradley, stop, bro. Crawford going to 54. Why are you even making it seem like just imagine a pushback at fighting him at 47 and not Boots? Boy, cook Crawford, man. That you gonna go fight time. You gonna fight Teofimo at 47 and not Boots? Nobody would want to see that. For that reason, they'd want to probably still watch it, but it'd be a lot of pushback because of that. Who that dude called out? Oh yeah, I don't know. Yeah, he's some weirdo. He was in here. He was in here, and when I was talking about the who was I talking about? Oh, T.O. Yeah, T.O. calling out Crawford. He wanted me to conveniently just bring up when Tank mentioned. I'm guessing when he said if I tap that chin, but it was more said in a joking manner, if anything. You know what I mean? It wasn't an official call out like what Teofimo was doing. You know what I mean? So he wanted me to. Y'all not keeping the same energy. Probably some little kid. That's like little kid energy. Like I hate when people do that. If Canelo, like one day it was Canelo. Canelo currently has a fight, so it's on him. But they want me to bring up something that's not relevant to the time, and just to make them feel good. So it could sound like I'm keeping the same energy. No, why would I bring up when Tank did it? It don't have nothing to do with nothing. Like why? Just to make you feel good. I was like, bro, that I'd been made a video on that and talked about that. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't doing that again. Like they just be having personals with Tank, man. They girl like Tank, the story. We figured it out. We cracked the code. So he was just random. And I think he was in here too. But what I've been realizing lately, people hear this laid back approach. So they think that should be sweet. They think I'm going to play with them on Twitter. Now, I ain't about to play with you. I'm going to give it to you just how you want. You want to play? I could play. Tank said he was joking. Yeah, it was more of a joking manner. That's what I was trying to tell Buddy. And I really still talk to him and try to make sense out of it for him. So, but he's just a person I wanted to argue and be fake. Like he got beef or something. These dudes be fake as hell with the fake beef with the content creators. Tio at 147 got a young champ that will be happy to give you the smoke. That's what I'm saying. Tio got too many options to be calling out Crawford respectfully. And like I said, you don't choose a Steve Claggett if you got more credible options. If you preparing yourself or even moving remotely in that direction, and none of those fighters would put you or prepare you for a Terrence Bud Crawford. Like, he'd beat your ass. Even Bradley saying, like, I don't got him winning, but, you know, still, yeah, I know. I wouldn't mind seeing Crawford teach him because he acting like Crawford's scared of him. And I don't like that. I think that's a corny approach to try to make it seem like a fighter is ducking you because they ain't you ain't nowhere in their plans, bro. You at 140. You're not going to 47 right now. And if you do, then it's Boots there. Why call out Crawford? What is wrong with y'all? All y'all 140s. Nobody get to just skip past everybody. Nah, you gotta see Boots. What are you talking about? You want to stake your claim at 147? Fight Jerron Ennis. Other than that, shut up. Tell me you want to fight Crawford. Nah, fight Boots. Y'all the same age too? Hell yeah, 26 years old. Y'all fight Boots. Hell you talking about? Crawford.
Well, apparently Boots don't want it either. He don't want no trouble with that man, but Steve Claggett does.
You know what I'm saying? Steve Claggett. Steve, man, you better not come out here and struggle with Steve either, bro. You struggle with Steve, man, it's gonna look pretty bad for you, buddy.
It's in the realm of possibility, though, man. Steve is pretty crafty. Yeah, he ain't the athlete, but he crafty though. He got a nice little inside game, Steve Claggett.
Hopefully, you let Mauricio him skip the line. 47 and fight Barrios. Let's see. Well, let's see what's always next outing. He said he worked on a whole new game plan. That's a way better fighter. Trainer with Buzz. I'm looking forward to it. Oh, we must be talking about Shakur. That y'all pissed off about that last fight, boy. I know. They won't stop. It's just funny now because everybody has those type of nights, bro. But I know it typically happens, so I just want to see. Like we legit just seen a person have a worse night than that and how it looked. They still talk about a fight that he won, not the fight that this dude just got pillared to post a little bit in there. They hate that. They hate that performance. I know y'all. I'm with y'all, bro. He hated, bro. He hated too. That's why he got something nice for y'all July 6th. Y'all just tune in. They made another one to Kello. They made another joint. Not the runner and track star. They did something else. I forgot to download it. I be just trying to show people I had fun. I don't care what fighter it is, bro. It's only boxing. He'd be all right. Shit was funny. But nah, he can't struggle with Steve Claggett. It got to be a clean performance. It got to be a shutout. Yeah, they did another one, bro. It was funny. We got to have fun, bro. It's all, I played it a few times. I had it in the joint. I don't got it no more because I had to delete it. I still got to make some space. I don't got no space in my brand section. We talking about Shakur Keyshawn. They both on the spectrum. Nah, they just at different points in their career, man. I think the fact that people just lumped them in there like that is disrespectful to Shakur. Nothing personal with Keyshawn. He had a way different stage. He's still pretty much at that prospect stage. You know what I'm saying? He brought right at, I think, 10 fights, I believe. So
yep.
You gotta think like that shit ain't the same. They paths is totally different, man. But you just gotta give Keyshawn time. They moving him the right way. He developing. You seeing the development, as I say. Him and Bomac, I think, make a good team. I like seeing them work. Bomac be giddy when he be coaching Keyshawn, bro.
Yep.
That's what I said, man. If my coach ain't like Bomac, man, get him out of here, bro. Bomac was souped up. You would have thought he was fighting. He was geeked up for Keyshawn. Keyshawn went out there, put on a spectacular performance. Got a stoppage over Pedraza, man. He beat Pedraza ass. Kept telling people, and look at what they were saying before that, man. I don't know. I'm like, man, watch what he do. Bypass Boots. Yeah, at all costs. Just skip the line. Yeah, you gonna fight the guys at 54, not the dude that's comfortably at 47, willing to take on all challenges. Nah, just get narrow Boots. Y'all want to play with 47? There goes something to play with. It ain't safe, but there goes something to play with since you want to play. He want to play too, but it ain't safe, but he want to play too. So they calling out big day. But that's fighters for you though, bro. That's fighters. Like, you know what I'm saying? Fighters, you're supposed to call out their names, bro. It's boxing. People be taking that stuff too personal, like they gotta wait. Nah, them dudes gonna talk they talk, bro.
Yep. And then the other thing is this: you don't know how far within reach that these fighters actually are, man, depending on how their promoter wants to move them. If their promoter wants to fast track them,
right.
I mean, the great Lomachenko was fighting for a title in his second fight, something like that. So
I'm saying, yeah, they don't like that bravado. They don't understand them because they don't really listen to the young kid. They don't really listen to him. Salute to my guy Damien in Cash App. He said Jalil Hackett stops T.O. Oh, talk to him, Damien. He said Jalil Hackett stops T.O. You think so? I like Hackett, man. I like him. He a dog, man. He want to work. He want to win. He want to fight.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well. I already been getting these bet, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Yeah, they don't like that bravado from he said Cruz versus Keyshawn. What's the hold up? Eddie Hearn. I don't think realistically is ready to make that fight. Yeah, that's what I think. I think eventually that's a fight that need to be made, but I don't think he won it right now. I don't think he want to make that fight right this minute. I just feel like the transition. I think Andy's still in that transitional stage, in my opinion, to the pro game. That's what I feel like. He's still trying. He's a damn good fighter though, but Keyshawn, man, I don't know. I find it. He was asking Eddie Hearn would he make the fight. Eddie Hearn was saying yeah, telling him yeah to everything, but he was just talking. Yeah, I don't think they're ready to make that fight right now. He underrated. Again, they don't like that energy, bro. I don't like it. Stan Jonas just fired Shelly Finkel, Bole. He said he gonna manage his own career. And L-Dub suggested this the perfect time for Eddie Hearn to try to make the unification with Boots and Stan Jonas, and I think he's spot on. And just don't be surprised if it come to fruition, because bro just be throwing stuff out there that really be happening. Just like he suggested 4 days in advance that make Devin Haney champion in recess. Let me see where the tweet at, man. I'll be having to give L-Dub his just due because people be thinking I just be calling in the fax machine. Said champion in recess for Haney. Elevate Puello to full champion. Order Puello versus Martin. Seems like a pretty simple conclusion to me. That's 4 days before they did it, and he tagged WBC. Tell me what they just did today, y'all. And tell me, you see why I call them the fact. Everything they did today down to the last detail is exactly what he suggested, and he tagged them. They did exactly that. Don't get no more spot on than that. The champion in recess for Haney. He's suggesting all of this. They did it all. He tagged them. I said, man, they be listening to you, bro. They like, man, they probably like, man, who the hell is this dude? But that should make sense. Make a lot of sense. Hey, Dad, what you want to do? You want to chill? All right, bet. Champion in recess it is. I mean, Puello, full champion. You know what? While we at it, let's order that and Sandor because he's been waiting for the title. Boom. You know what I mean? Just like that. And then the little extra kicker is adding Gary Antuanne as a mandatory for the win. So it makes all of that better. Remember staying the same, he was free agent. Yeah, this is fire. Shelly Finkel is what I got. Jarrell was good with it. Cruz might be ready. But key to win. Yeah, I mean, look, I just think Andy ain't thinking about making it. I mean, not Andy. Eddie ain't thinking about making it right this second. We got our sanction and fees. Yeah, so let's see it, man. Stanionis and Boots. Hopefully that's coming soon, man. Because he beating Venetian ass. We're not about to play with that. Facts was good with it. Sandor Martin versus Teofimo. Tough fight for Teo. Yeah. Remember, he was questioning if he still had it after that fight. Still, he said he's doing it on purpose because he knew where the cameras was at, but I ain't buying it. I call BS on it. I call BS. Said Bill be watching. Yeah, they be watching, seeing who be going off on them and who be showing love. I be trying to play the middle with these dudes, man. I mean, I ain't got nothing personal with them, but I do wonder what the young man gonna do when he get back. And is the time off gonna lead to 47, a new weight class? Something to think about. The Jaws is like 50 and ain't falling 135 in 2 years. I mean, I guess that at the end of the day is you're not expecting him to lose to Pedraza, right? But it's how he beat him, right? That's what you do. That's where the assessment is in the performance for me, right? Because you already look at the matchup. You feel like, all right, it's an older guy. His better days is behind him. You know, Keyshawn should go out here and beat this guy. But it's how he beat him for me. You know what I mean? He went through the gears properly in that fight, picked it up when he needed to, and it just got the stoppage. It was clean. It was efficient, effective. He did. That's how you go out there and beat a guy that people claim shouldn't be in there with you. You make it look like that, and that's what he did. So for me, I'm able to see that he's right on par where he need to be. You know what I mean? I've seen a lot of scenarios where guys go in fights like that and they have struggle fests. You know what I mean? Have off nights, slip up, knockdowns, all types of stuff, cuts. Now you have a bad fight. You get him saying all types of stuff. He went and handled that like a young promising prospect is what I could say. You know what I'm saying? On to the next fight now. Now he got a guy who got a guy with a bunch of knockouts. Got what?
Yep.
Damn near 3 times as many knockouts as he got.
I think 28 knockouts and 31 wins. But Bueno, this dude can punch.
You know what I mean? And that's what he up against. So let's see how he deal with this dude. Can't fight a guy who else trying to fight. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. He better than what they give him credit for sure. Definitely is. He developing the right way. He doing what he's supposed to do. That's what you want to see. You know, growth from fight to fight, man. And I think with Bomac in his corner, right, you could see the difference from the fight that he didn't have him to the one where he did. Can't blame it all on the performance. I mean, the opponent. I just feel like that he had his guy, and it was ready. Put that work in, focused, dialed in. That's what you need from him, and that's what I want to see July 6th. I will be in the building for it.
I thought that Keyshawn looked like more of the vet than Pedraza did, man, which was pretty astounding. Seeing the way it played out. If it was one of those situations where the young guy just ran over him, it was just youth, power, athleticism, all that stuff, and Pedraza just looked old, then I'd be like, I don't know. Jury's still out. But Keyshawn had a very mature performance. He was very deliberate, very concise, and just, man, picked his spots.
Right.
Fought on the inside, fought on the outside, showed offense, defense. Then when he had the opportunity to stop him, he stepped on the gas. It's like everything that you could ask for from a performance, you know, he put forth against Pedraza.
Yeah, he did it the right way.
And only the second person to stop Pedraza as well. And Pedraza's been in there with some damn good fighters, man. You could argue about at what juncture of his career he fought those guys.
Right.
But still in all, Keyshawn's only the second guy to be able to stop him.
Right. That's why I say, man. Yeah, I ask for these performances sometimes from these fighters, and we get them. And then we kind of overlook that he really just gave you what you asked for, and you still not able to just give him the just due and keep it moving. Like, we don't got to overstate it. We get it. It's a faded ex-champion and all of that stuff. But it's a certain way I think you're supposed to deal with those guys. And if we have to be honest, he did it the right way. That's how you do it. And you just move on.
1,000%, bro. 1,000%. 1000%. We've seen this in recent times. Berlanga, when he finally stepped up in competition and he fought the crafty veteran and Steve Rolls,
right?
He ain't look that good,
right? Look at shit. Look at when Cambosis fought Mickey Bay. All that
didn't look that
activity
good.
that he was dealing with, and look how close that fight was.
Didn't look that good,
right? He was supposed to go in there and win, right? You see the difference? Fresh Baker, what it do, family?
Munguia being in there with
Derevyanchenko,
who's in the twilight or the last leg of his career. What did that look like?
You get what I'm saying?
So it's not just a layup. It's not a given that these guys are just gonna
right
go in there and perform like you said. It's very well possible that these dudes can go in there and lay an egg, or we find out that they're not at the level just yet where we thought they were. So those type of fights, they serve as a litmus test, and we find out about these guys. So now we know at the very least, Keyshawn is above this certain level.
Right.
We know what he is, and we know what he's not.
Right.
And that's why you need those fights against those veteran guys like Pedraza, Steve Rolls, and so on and so forth. Because if you can get past those guys, you should be able to compete, at least with the guys that are in contention. If not, be able to hold your own champion.
Right. I agree. Salute the rules, bro. He says Keyshawn smoking and not using the mask, and did he quit? Yeah, he did I think it was Cigar Talk, Rue. If you ain't ever catch it, he did an interview with Cigar Talk where he was talking about the smoking and why he was doing it, when he was doing it, and how he stopped and what helped him. And he was saying like how he got a girl and his family and stuff like that, helping him find a balance. And he said since he quit, got his energy calm, and he said he was doing well. I know since then I think he purchased a couple properties too, so yeah, man, he talked about it in that. So since then seemed like he been on the up and up, so that's all I could keep looking forward to. Keep putting them performances together, keep staying focused, stay locked in. You seem like you found your why to a certain degree, so hone in on that and just keep winning, man, because that's what I want to see for him. His brother fight on the card that night too, and he fighting Kevin Thunderstorm that I had on here, so it's gonna be an interesting fight for them. Gabriel Rosado. Yeah, man, you got slapped for sure. That's why I say, you gotta be.
It ain't a layup.
You gotta
be on your P's and Q's. Yeah, you gotta be on your P's and Q's, man. These guys are called gatekeepers for a reason. It's not because they're trash, but they serve as a point of entry to the upper echelon of the division. So it's like a doorman, so to speak. If you can get past him, all right, you can step in the building. If you can't, you keep your ass outside.
Right.
And gatekeepers are like the moat of a castle. You get past the moat, you can get in here. But if you can't, then stay your ass out there until you get yourself together.
That's a great point you made. It ain't that they trash, because that's when people say, you're gonna be a gatekeeper. It's usually looked at as a very negative thing. And man, not all gatekeepers are created equal. Some of those dudes are still trying to win. And Gabriel Rosado, for the most part, if you watch his career, what is he known for? And show me a fight where he did not try to win or he wasn't fighting. Now, I've seen fights where he might not have the highest of punch output as he gotten older, but this is the same guy that was fighting Golovkin, face battered, bleeding, all crazy, and wanted to fight through it. I believe they saved him from himself with as much blood as he was losing. I think they stopped the fight, but that guy clearly wanted to keep fighting. And not one of those where, they know they hurt and they outgunned and they just trying to beat. No, he clearly wanted to keep fighting. Like, dude did not want that fight to stop. I'm like, so again, man, like you said, be mindful, or like we was discussing, be mindful of who you picking when you having that kind of stay busy or that quote unquote tune-up fight. Pick a guy like a Rosado that's coming to win.
Yep. Another one just came to mind too. Remember Steve Cunningham?
Oh yeah.
Tyson Fury, they picked that dude. That was supposed to be like a step up. He ended up getting dropped in that fight. Got caught with a damn overhand right.
Facts. Son of God, my guy. How you feeling, Brody? That's a fact. The boxing source. I give my brother his just do. Salute to you, Brody. Appreciate you, the boxing source. How you feeling, bro? Right, man. That's why I say, man, some of these dudes, like, you just got to know what you're dealing with, because some of these guys, dare I say, even a guy like, now, I ain't saying he going to get too many upset wins, but a guy like Derek Chisora is a tricky guy, right? Because he always, every fight he's coming to win, he just be putting everything into the fight. So it's like,
he does.
Go fight a wild guy like that, end up with a cut or a rough fight. Now you postpone. You get what I'm saying? It ain't always got to be that you lose. It could be that the fight is just way tougher or, rougher than you anticipated. Now we're done, offset what you was trying to get
1,000%. Because a perfect illustration of that is, look at the first half of the fight with Usyk. I think, which is crazy to say, because Usyk has been in there with guys that are more skilled than Derek Chisora, but the first half of the fight was probably one of the tougher fights that he's had at heavyweight thus far.
Yeah, facts, 100%, 100%. And he was smothering his ass. He was on his ass like for a second.
He didn't stop.
Mm-hmm.
That guy is relentless. Those guys, and you made a fantastic point too, because with those guys being gatekeepers, they're always right there on the cusp of another opportunity. Always so right there for another opportunity.
Yeah, they still got more of a why than what you think. You thinking like, they just sticking around trying to get paid. Nah, they looking for somebody like you to take them lightly, look at them as a gatekeeper, back to bully, and next thing you know, you Gabriel Rosado celebrating an upset knockout win, 1 point knockout win.
Yup. And then you extend your shelf life. Now you find yourself in a fight with a Daniel Jacobs or a John Ryder or somebody like that. That's in contention.
Right.
So,
you know what I'm saying? Now you don't
sleep on them guys. Yup. Another guy that was like that is what's my guy's name? Riverside Rocky, Josecito Lopez. Like, he's one of them dudes where he may not win the fight, but he be having some moments.
Right.
One that comes to mind for me is Keith Thurman. When that seventh round, he was putting hands on Keith. I said, God damn.
You see the way he had his eyes rock like they rolled behind his head for a second, man. I said
Keith weathered the storm and he got the job done. But Josecito Lopez, there were moments in that fight where he was giving him everything that he could handle.
L-Dub too, man.
As one of the brothers also mentioned, Orlando Salido. That second fight, you look at his fight with Loma, you say this dude got all those L's, but he also had a lot of experience that Loma didn't have yet, as far as the roughhouse tactics and inside fighting on a professional level. It's not just coming out here and scoring points, but
overlooked because of the losses. So you like, nah, this dude's on his way out, man. He's seen better days, man. He got 11, 12 losses. I'm just gonna add another one. Nope, dude's still trying to win.
And you out there in a damn rough and tumble affair with this guy, and he's over there hitting you on the blind side of the ref, hitting you in the hips and all this stuff, and roughing your ass up, hitting you in the groin, and just making it a dirty fight.
Dub in the building, man. I was just telling him how you suggested all of what they pretty much did, from the champion in recess to ordering the next fight. I mean, got to give a man his flowers, man. He be calling out. Like I said, I really think they be listening to the stuff that you be saying, because I don't believe in coincidence, especially after so many times. It's like, nah, probably taking heed, man. Bro, I'm out here doing the work, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, it's hard to ignore it because the shit makes so much sense. They probably was like, hold on, who is this guy?
I told you one time, Just, that L-Dub is secretly Al Heyman. That's his
He is the source, damn it.
He's secretly Al Heyman.
Right. I mean, let me find out.
Pulling the strings.
You know what I'm saying?
That's Al-Dub. Al-Dub.
Yeah, Al-Dub Heyman. Mr. Prado Pound got it. Picked the wrong gatekeeper. And find out. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? The gate is well they shut.
It be happening, bro.
Get yourself reset back to the line playing around with the wrong gatekeeper. I'm trying to tell you.
Yo, you shit, it just happened last weekend, right? Last Saturday, they probably thought they had them one, and I'm talking about they being Elijah Garcia's team. Elijah Garcia is a young fighter, damn good fighter, but they probably were thinking that he was going to be able to handle Tyrone Davis.
Yeah,
that's another name on the resume, another game taxidermy to hang up on the wall because Tyrone's been in there with some damn good fighters. Most notably Benavidez. So it's like, yo, if I got a dub over a guy that gave Benavidez problems, that looks good on my resume. And what happened? I end up getting upset.
Yeah. Want to come in 5 point, I think he said 2 pounds over initially, and then had to lose weight. I said he paid for it because you look like it. You look like you was dead in the water. Played with yourself, condition and everything. And Kyron Davis he got that kind of don't look at the record. You're gonna fall, you're gonna be deceived. That has nothing to do with how he gonna approach this fight. If you think he just coming in there to be another opponent to let you just beat him up, you got the wrong fighter. I'm telling you, it was the same with Benavidez. They had to stop that fight. I hated to stop it because he was dealing with them shots. And I get the whole punishment thing, but man, he was dealing with them. Short notice, had to be brought up, undersized. I'm like, those are the guys that'll beat you. And I said it. Remember, I was trying to ask. That's why I be wanting people, because we end up having what? Dub says it was six upsets of the weekend. I seen 3 of them, and that was one. I kept asking, like, who got the highest chance of getting upset? You know what I'm saying? Who got the livest underdog in there with him? Kyron Davis, man. Shut it down.
He found out the hard way why they call that man Shut It Down. And we were talking about it in the Apple chat. And my guy D1 was saying, man, ain't no way Kyron Davis about to beat Elijah Garcia. Elijah gonna smoke him. Kyron came out there and put on a hell of a performance.
I thought so too. Thought he'd beat Anthony. Yep. He just fight hard, man, and he ain't got no quit in him. You know what I mean? You gotta beat him up because he ain't about to lay down. And like I said, I just like the attitude, the hell with his record. I'm trying to win every fight I'm in. So I don't care if I lost the last one. I don't care if I split the last 3. It don't matter. I'm trying to win every one. So I like his approach to it. And he couldn't be slept on that night. And Elijah Garcia going to learn the valuable lesson. Now we're going to see what he made of. Because that's a loss. Respect to Kyron. I think it's a loss that he could have avoided with actually. I wish I knew what his situation was, because I hate the lack of information and I'm forced to kind of just make an assumption. But I got to, like, I mean, what would cause you to be that overweight? Did you have an injury? Is the only thing I think that could make sense, and it stops you from being able to work out. Because if you just pissed off camp that much, like, bro, you deserve to lose. Seriously.
That's what I was hoping was the case, just that he had some sort of injury that, prevented him from training as strenuously and as thoroughly as he possibly could have.
That's a joke.
Yeah, that's way overweight.
We thought the fight was off for a second. We was talking about it. Then they're like, nah, it's still on. I'm like, okay. Because he had to make a statement. Red winner gets the most out of Conrad every fight. Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. Liam Smith versus Eubank. I like that rematch. Love that rematch. And look who was doing it. Bomac been going on a hell of a run. I don't know if people paying attention, but he been going on a hell of a run, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Left and right, bro.
On all levels too, man. With his prospects, with his contenders, with his champions, like on all levels. This guy's just
running the gauntlet, Bomac snatching wins, all them jokes they made, all
in multiple divisions too. That's the other thing. Multiple
you don't see no more than jokes no more, They like, nah, you just gotta tip your hat down. It was good to see though. Salute to him. He having a hell of a run though. Good fighters, getting guys these wins, man. I like to see it. Troy Isley last performance, man, I liked it. I liked his energy, his motor, his punch selection. And he looked, I liked his conditioning. He did well. I liked it. Absolutely, L-Dub. Absolutely. I like what I see from Troy Isley. It's just those subtle improvements from fight to fight and just putting together like complete performances. I'm big on that because if you ever look at a lot of these guys, they all be having like tremendous amounts of talent. And one thing that seemed like to be a common denominator from each of these guys, if they're missing something, it's not just so much the individual skill as much as it's putting together complete performances where you're really getting the job done, where you know what I mean, when a problem presents itself, you have an answer for it and you're able to go through the gears, you know what I'm saying, and pick your shots and control pace, and you get what I'm saying, and just have one of those performances where you continue to, you know, keep people eyes on you. And what I'm seeing from him, you know, especially since like the last, I'll say 2 or so, because I think one was the guy that people was picking him to lose to that was getting the upsets, and I picked him to beat him, and he went out there, and I've been seeing it since then. So these last maybe 2, maybe 3, but I think more so the last 2 for me, where I'm seeing a little uptick in just the performance as a whole. That's what I be looking for, man, because again, that's an element that be missing from a lot of these young guys. I think who falling in a little bit of that kind of like, but still winning for sure is Tiger Johnson. Is you winning, okay? And we seeing the flashes, we seeing the speed, we seeing, you know, we see the talent, but again, it's about just I think he be having mental lapses in the fight. You know what I mean? Where those lows where the action be dying, and you know what I'm saying, you just too talented for that. So I think that's what be missing. It's putting it all together and having it, because I think that's what be missing. And these dudes be, you know, looking for these knockouts. They be looking for these spectacular type of finishes, but it's about the journey to the finish. You can't just skip steps and say, yeah, I want to go out here and look spectacular and knock this dude out. All right, what's the journey there? What's the road you're going to travel? What's the, you know what I mean? What's the game plan? Are you sticking to it? You know what I mean? Because I love his trainer. His trainer be getting on his ass. So we ain't been seeing the absolute best out of him, I don't think, the last couple of fights, but he's still winning and doing his thing. But I think I think he still got more to show us.
I'm right there with you, man. It's weird with Tiger Johnson because a lot of times he looks very relaxed. He looks very relaxed when you see him, which is a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't really look too anxious or too excited when he's in there. But by the same token, it almost feels like he might be a little too relaxed to the point where it borders on being lackadaisical. I was watching his fights and I'm just like, man, what the hell is missing with him? And you made a great point too about putting certain things together.
I could flex. Mm-hmm.
Omac just did an interview recently and they were asking him about guys who have come into the fold.
Mm-hmm.
And he was saying that sometimes it's really just a matter of reminding them of things that they did when they first started learning.
Right.
Just getting back to the basics, just the refreshers.
Mm-hmm.
And it makes a lot of sense because sometimes when you see these guys in the amateurs, they may not be as polished with their technique, but in terms of their approach to the fights, they just seem to be a little bit more dialed in than they are on a professional level. Like I was watching Ryan Garcia's amateur fights recently when he was in the PAL and just seeing the way that he would use his legs and utilize his jab. It's like, why the hell you don't fight like that no more? Like, why is he just coming forward, just winging left hooks?
And what changed? He fall in love as he developed that weapon. You kind of get away from the you know, all of the things that got you there, and you stop using some of the tools that helped you kind of fine tune and develop that weapon that you got. You know what I mean? And be as dangerous as what you are with it. So I think you see that with these fighters, like it's part of like developing. I think don't forget to take, you know, your fundamentals and them basics and stuff like that with you as you know, as you trying to grow. Like don't forget, because that shit, if all else fails, you go back to what they always say. You go back to the
fundamentals, because those are things that are not going to fail you. So you know, don't abandon them, but build around them.
Right.
You know, find ways to enhance it.
Exactly. Right. I'm telling you, it's just all about being young. And I feel like, again, that's why that mental aspect of it, Mr. Finesse, was good, fam. That mental aspect is so key, because I think a lot be going in their head too, to be perfectly honest. And I ain't giving them no out. I'm just saying it rightfully so. I think they be dealing with a lot, and it's about being able to really hone in and stay dialed in, like you was just speaking about, on from fight to fight, and not, you know, allowing too much background noise to filter in, thinking you gotta outdo people performances and I gotta look this way. Man, let that fight come to you. Go do what you do. Let the rest of that shit take care of that. Don't spend no time, no energy worrying about shit that you can't control. And I think that's part of it too. Just worry about the fight, bro. Focus on the fight. Don't do too much. You know what I'm saying? And just focus on the job at hand. That's what these young dudes do, because I'm able to come up with a, just from hearing, I get that from hearing these guys and listening to them speak. You kind of get something from them. You know what their focus is and what they be thinking. It's kind of like listening to Boots say, I'll do Tank. You like, shit. Like, damn, as soon as he said it, I cringed. Like, damn it, man, why you say that? I mean, you ain't have to do that. You already wanted to be Mike Tyson for a fight. You already keep hinting at that, making it seem like you need to show us something else. No, the hell you absolutely do not. You do the same shit Boots has been doing in all them other fights, and I guarantee you everybody going to be coming up out of here talking about it. But no, for this particular fight, it's just your mentality kind of switched from, and I guess you feel like you had to with the moment, but no, do what you've been doing. Like that, those are pay-per-view type ass whoopings. Like those are, you get what I'm saying? That's what you do. You don't got to do nothing different. You don't got to put no too much thought into it and overthink the moment and then go chase a knockout because you're trying to perform and look like what you already do. Like, you get what I'm saying? What you was trying to do, you are more than capable of that kind of performance without forcing it. Technique piece, man.
And that's the thing too, man, about a guy like Tank Davis, is that he's very patient in his approach. He's not going out there just winging shots and just being wasteful. And I think with Boots, he got away from his fundamentals in that fight with Karen. I was rewatching it with my guy T Hill, and it wasn't so much a matter of Karen running from him. It was he was putting himself in horrible positions because he was so damn thirsty for the knockout.
Right.
Throwing certain shots from too far out, allowing Karen to just step around him and just exit out. But if he would have just been a little bit more tactful in his approach, as he's more than capable of doing so, because the guy is a phenomenal talent, then, to your point, I think that eventually he does get to Karen and he slows him down. He's able to get him up out of there.
Right. I agree. That's what I said. And I think a lot of that stuff has to do with mentality, because then, it's like even from the moment of like you go from normally just arriving in the arena and making your walk, but now you pulling up in I think a Lamb truck, and I'm just peeping all of this, and I'm like, you going from a very different entrance and attention to now this is big deal. This is everybody watching it. You know what I mean? And I think that played into what he felt like he had to look like and how he had to, perform like, and you got caught up in that. You chased the knockout. You weren't listening to your dad. You said it like, and I like it, the honesty and transparency, because that's only going to allow you to get better. You know what I mean? Those are things you can't forget. Don't go away from what got you here. And that's listening to your dad, following the game plan, not chasing a knockout because you're far too talented to have to chase. You like look what he did with the Vila fight. Now I get it, much different opponent and all that, but you just let the fight come to you. You was having fun in there. You put yourself in the matrix. Like you get what I'm saying? People don't do stuff like that if you're not having fun. You just you was styling in there, so you was in your bag. So again, man, you got a wealth of talent, and sometimes I think they could overthink moments. They're human, so. But again, if your worst night or off night for you is winning every round pretty much and just not getting a knockout, shit, give me that shit. Anytime I'm having an off night. Anytime. But he said, Lomachenko school Tank. Look, I can't take your opinion from you. I feel you. Lomachenko is a damn good fighter, but at this stage, I don't think at no point he would have just straight school Tank. But at this stage, I definitely don't think so. Physically, like he just have an athlete you got a guy that's every bit of athlete as he is, just younger, fresher.
Yep.
Less miles, more dangerous. You know what I'm saying? Cat-like reflexes too. Is in his physical prime.
And that's what makes it difficult for him too, man. The threat of the power. You watch the first couple rounds of that fight with Teofimo Lopez, and it felt like Loma was waiting for Teo to expend too much energy and for that power to wane a little bit. But Teo did a fantastic job of staying composed, staying within himself, and not throwing too much. Right. And then after a certain point of the fight, Loma figured like, hey, I just got to pick it up. I just got to let my hands go, because at this rate, it's about to be a clean sweep.
Right. So, yeah, I feel you, Zoom. Yeah, special stoppers for Tank. I think so too. And some people feel like he don't stop Loma. Coach Kenny feel like it don't go all 12. They coach him, and I just don't. I agree. I think at some point Tank does get him out of there, and if it's later, then that's okay. But I don't see Loma being able to take those shots over a sustained period of time and not be ready to go. I think that's just a very dangerous fight. But it's one of those where it's entertaining the entire time. It's a fight, you know what I'm saying? As was Frank Martin, very entertaining the whole way through. That's what Loma provide, and maybe to some degree more resistance than Frank Martin. He's far more experienced, more proven, more accomplished, all those things. So, hey, you could provide some different looks and different tests, but it's just like I like to see Tank tested. Yeah, I really do. It's fun. It's fun to see having to figure something out because once he find the key to that door, unlock it, and the floodgates open up, you start having fun, and if everybody starts standing and be on their feet, there you go. Knocked out, bro. I see Tank drop him twice. That's the thing. Tank punch clean enough where I feel like if he can get you down twice, he damn sure get you out. Especially twice and 2 knockdowns, I feel like he's gonna get you. I don't think you see the 12th round if he knock you down twice.
Yeah. I feel like if he gets dropped and he's on Queer Street, depending on when it happens in the round, I think he's gonna close the show. I think he's gonna close it out. I don't think he's gonna allow him to recover.
Right, black belt, peace, fam. He joined the club that night. He never been stopped, Miss Joette. You're exactly right. Yeah, and Tank don't play with his food. Once he hurts you, and I think he learned that lesson early on because if people really follow the career, y'all know one of his stoppages kind of came from him essentially not taking it as serious as what he should have, and he let somebody off the hook early in his career. I think it was a 6th rounder, if I'm not mistaken, but I think since then he learned he don't play no games with his food at all. He calculated apex predator in there at the highest order. The body work is nasty because of the placement. That's the scariest part of the shots. Just think about it. It's not even a whole lot of them. They're just single shots. They're well placed at the right times, and it's just enough to get you like, oh shit, what's going on there? That's scary. Scary, but we're gonna keep saying what he got the brain, man. Hopefully Loma is next. But just a quick wrap-up recap, y'all. Haney is recessing champion. Let's see what takes place with Puello and Sandor Martin. Hopefully Gary it gets Puello getting a rematch and wins. And it sets up a Haney fight. Be too much like right. But let's see it, man. But again, salute to everybody in the building, man. Another dope build, as always, in the books. Just gonna keep building, y'all. Boxing continues. Another week of this good boxing talk, man. And let's see what comes of this. Let's see if anything comes about the negative test from Ryan. And like I said, I'm gonna be, I'm gonna keep my ear close to that. See if I hear anything else. But as of right now, I ain't gonna take it to the bank. You know what I mean? It is what it is, and we're gonna keep saying it. For salute to my brother, Matt McQueen. Appreciate you as always coming to build with me, my bro. Ace, all love, family, all things, my guy, Aisha, the queen. Peace to the queen, Miss Joette, the queens as well, man. Much love to y'all. Salute to everybody in the Cash App, Super Chat. We will be back tomorrow at 4:00 to build on this good boxing, y'all. Don't mess with Texas, my guy. Puello is too big for 140. Seemed like it, right? And that dude be in shape. I think he's a pretty disciplined guy, too, my guy. LaMarcus Peace at Kello, my guy. Thomas Hill, my guy. Appreciate all y'all's own verse. Peace to you, Brody, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. We out.